Hello.
Hello,
Only 2
everyone.
minutes late. Actually, I'm so impressed with us right now.
Oh. And we were running so far behind.
Yeah, we were actually. Hello,
Episode.
everyone.
Hey guys.
How are we feeling today?
Oh my God, Jill. Hi.
Oh my God, Jill, I owe you an apology. I'm so sorry.
Carter.
I'm so sorry, Jill.
For what?
What about what?
About me being like, oh, that's not gonna happen at all.
Oh, abuela.
Yeah.
Yeah. We all were like, they're not gonna, but it was like in our heads a little bit. Just like,
I didn't say anything because in my head I was like, they're gonna.
I mean, I've had that thought for so long, but I was just like, surely they're not gonna do it.
It's the one fear. It's the one fear I've
Yeah.
had since I found out she was gonna be in this episode. But I think it was for the greater good, so it's okay.
It's fine.
yeah,
It's fine.
It was with purpose.
Mm-hmm.
So it made sense.
It did.
But
also, just fair warning,
Layla.
hello to anyone who was not in our live streams.
On Patreon, which you can join,
Yes,
by the way.
you can join with the $5 or $10 tiers. The buddies with benefits are the best buddies. But if you're just joining us now, hello. Syl and I are incredibly inebriated. Just as a
It's been lots of fun so far.
I know you're loving this right now. I'm loving it too, because normally I'm just quiet and I'm just like, ugh.
No, I love when
Oh man, Alec.
This is the last drink, by the way.
Alec is that girl.
Alec had 8 shots of tequila.
I'm not
I
sure
think
you
it's-
want to say that.
Sorry. Oh shit, my bad.
Oh,
I'm
man.
sorry.
Okay, anyway.
I'm
Please
normal.
drink
it's okay.
responsibly.
Yes. The go-go juice. That's what we shall refer to it as from now on. Anyway, hello, Hannah. Hello, Jill. Hello, Sports Talk. Hello, everyone who wasn't in the live stream with us. I hope you all enjoyed the episode as much as we did. It was a lot.
It was so much.
There's so much.
It was so
going on.
great.
Yep.
Oh my gosh.
Carter. Oh God, y'all! If I disappear, I do love you, but that's why. That's totally understandable. I am the same, just a little louder. So I don't.
It's just slightly more like the extroversion
just
dial
louder.
is
The
just up a
extrovert
little
is
more.
out because
Yeah.
usually I'm just quiet.
Yeah.
I will actually be talking today,
Good.
as Jill pointed out.
I don't think Jill's listened to today's episode yet.
Oh, I do talk a lot in that one. Listen, I was passionate. I was inspired.
It was great.
And Jill
Hannah
needs
every
asked
moment
when
of
the
it.
tears started. It was early.
Very early.
It was early, and we were upset about it.
It was before the first commercial break, and
Yeah.
I was like, they got me crying already.
Like already.
oh, it's so good. We've got
Alexa
buddy
said,
interaction finally.
Talking about Eddie's outro voiceover monologue, which I called in a private message, but I have receipts. It's fine. Alexa said, also his end speech was the most atheist shit I've ever heard. Full stamp of approval for me, a person who became atheist after her mom died. Yeah, I like at the very beginning when he was like, yeah, I've been to a couple of masses. I was like, But they really, like, they delivered on this for me. Like, it as someone who is gay with religious trauma, this was so gay.
It really was. There was so I think the way we were going into this episode was like, Eddie's not going to be gay in this episode, but they are probably going to drop
Crumbs.
some really significant breadcrumbs, like build the foundation. And I think we did get that because there was so much queer coding in there.
Yep.
And like one thing I do appreciate about 911 is like it never feels preachy with the religious stuff. And I still think they walked like the right line here. I wasn't looking at the chat.
It's not the chat.
You said crumbs and it made me want to eat the muffin.
Oh! Got it. Okay.
Rachel's the still in hand wrangler tonight, so apologies, I guess.
Forgive
It's not
me.
a natural position for her.
No, she's having some issues. She's having some troubles.
Thanks for your unwavering faith in me.
I have faith in you.
No, I know.
You're doing a good job
Thanks.
for the most part.
Thanks. Hold on. I have to appeal this stupid TikTok
Please
thing.
read.
Nikki's here.
Nikki's here.
TikTok.
Oh my god, I love her.
Nikki, the love of
Come
my
back
life.
to me.
She's in TikTok. Hi, Nikki.
I love you, Nikki.
Wait, I have to open Nikki.
She
I
says,
love you
my
so
beautiful
much.
besties. That's us.
Nikki,
That's
you
us.
should be here and drunk with us right now. I miss you.
Yeah.
Sil, your makeup looks immaculate, she says.
Oh, thank you so much. I tried. I had to commit to the bit because I put black eyeshadow on. I was like, oh no.
Oh, girl, did you?
Yeah.
It looks good.
Is that black and orange?
Black and orange. Just
Nice.
for the marigolds, you know?
Yes.
Listen, okay, look. Shirt. The, that shit over there. The calendar. I don't know if anybody knows.
Also, no one has commented on how we have calendars in our background.
Mine's over there.
We were supposed to take pictures and like
We
post
were,
them,
and
but
post
I
them.
took like a
We
picture.
will,
We can
eventually.
do that.
stressed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're stressed. We were stressed tonight.
A little. What's new? So
Technology wasn't working with us. No one's surprised.
Look at Han's lips. They look great. The color.
Thank you.
yes,
We all went for like the purple and the floral
we
tonight.
did.
On point. I love that
We're
for
on
us.
brand. I had tequila. That's the second
You did
time I
have
mentioned
tequila.
I'm sorry. I'll stop.
I've had this much wine. I think I only have like 2 sips left. Okay, anyway,
Actually, let me
actual
text
what
that
people are saying. Let me scroll back up. 'cause
Yes,
I pulled
let's talk about the episode. We got we were scared that they were just gonna make the squatter Buck's new love interest. I thought for a second they were like, maybe
Gonna make
they'll
them
give him
roommates.
roommates.
Yeah, I thought
and I was
so,
like,
too.
please no. But he can be his sponsor. I think that
Yeah.
would be nice.
that would be
We got
nice.
Gavin. We got Chris in this episode, and I
Yes.
loved how they used him in this episode.
Me too. Oh no. Sorry, I'm just remembering what happened in the episode and it made me cry.
Yeah.
What literally set me off. Well, that's one of the things that set me off. But using La Llorona at the end of the episode, I have to say thank you because I was waiting for it. I was like, there's no way that they were not going to use La Llorona as a song at the end of the episode. There's no way. And they did. And they delivered. And I was listening to that song all day. It's a good classic song.
You summoned it.
You
I
did.
sure fucking did. So good.
I love that for you.
Anyway, continue.
Yeah, I don't know. I really liked the episode. I think it's I don't want to say different from other Halloween episodes we've had, because like we did have a very much like darker kind of paralleled Halloween episode.
Yeah.
In
Hi,
season 3?
Not Troy
3?
on TikTok.
Was it 3?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, this episode seemed to really parallel a lot with 306 Monsters, which was the one where like Chimney and the Crow and the lawsuit reconciliation,
Yeah.
but also it was the call that Athena was on where it was like the parents who had like locked up their kids and were like really neglectful. So it
Yeah.
had like that kind of tone to it, and like it was very interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't wait to rewatch this episode. I just feel like there's going to be more to dig into than the first 4 even had, which is crazy because the first 4 had a lot.
We dug so much into the 4th episode.
Yeah.
Also, if you haven't listened to our episodes 3 and 4 of season 9
that just came out
special that came out today,
Yay.
you got what you're doing tomorrow planned. So 'cause it's like 2 hours and 40 minutes,
Yeah.
which is pretty good for us. So,
It was too long for a season 9 special.
It's because I talked.
no, it's okay. We also took like an hour and a half to like 2 hours break in there beforehand and in the middle. So
I know there was, yeah. fine.
It wasn't that bad.
I don't like it. Listen, Jill gave me a complex. The complex I already had.
About not
so.
talking.
Yeah. The joke is not going to end. No.
Man.
It's all her fault.
Yeah, I think
I'm
that
totally
was
joking, Jill.
Oh, Rain. Yes. The guy who thought he was dead was kind of similar to the guy stuck in the car. Also in 306. It was just with like the concussion because the woman who was driving thought everything was fine and like didn't notice like a whole person hanging out of her window. So I thought that was another like interesting similarity too. And that is also interesting because Christopher Monfett wrote in season 3. Did he write that no, he wrote
Monsters,
Triggers, I think. He did write
Trigger?
Monsters? Wait. Hold on.
Someone had it.
I closed out all of my other windows. Someone tell me.
Where's that?
Or I'm Googling it. But
You're in charge of the Googling.
Dude,
I need to stay on the
gone.
screen.
I'm the
I'm on.
Googler. I'm the Googler. Yeah, so I just thought it was like really interesting that we were just automatically pulling a lot from he did write Monsters. Okay, this is why.
Yeah.
I love that episode. So these are hitting a lot of similar beats, but like in different ways, which is really cool. Yeah. Kenny said, wait, was there a bit of a parallel between Buck thinking Bobby's haunting him and Chimney and the Crow? Totally. I mean, I think that parallel can be drawn there.
I mean, I think
bit.
there's parallels to be drawn between anyone who thinks something's haunting them. It's like a very loosey-goosey parallel to draw, but yeah. But yeah, I'm so excited to dig into this episode because there were so many layers that I was like, my sober brain is going to have so much fun with this.
Yes.
There's so many things to dig into with like the parallels between Buck and Eddie, between Harry and Buck, and between not between, but like there's a lot of queer coding in there that I actually did not expect. I went into this with my expectations for any like queer coding crumbs like on the ground. I was like, give me a crumb, and they gave me like a good handful of crumbs.
They did.
Like, I would say that's the most queer coding we've got of Eddie since Confessions.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, like very purposeful, very
It's
kind
Christopher
of like,
Monfett, so here's my shocked face.
Yes. And also, just to remind everyone, it was co-written by M.E. Savard, who co-wrote Voices.
Yes.
AKA the episode with the U-Haul stuff.
Yeah, and one of their specialties is queer things. So.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And religious and spiritual things. So like I feel
For
like
both
this is
of them,
very
yeah.
like in their wheelhouses.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah.
Kenny asks, when was the last time we got an opening and ending with a voiceover monologue? Was it voices?
It's been a hot minute. And
I don't
someone to
remember.
confirm for me, but was the only voiceover we ever get from Eddie at the end of Rage?
I think it was Rage.
In season 3? That's the only one we have before this?
Wow.
I think so.
That's crazy.
Which we've wanted more Eddie POV.
Yes, we've been begging.
We were given it,
We've
pretty
been begging.
much.
And this was so classic 911, which we also asked for, I think.
Yeah.
Somewhere at the end of season 8, maybe in the wrap, that we were like, we're missing like the found family and like some of these beats from like classic 911, and this felt like such classic 911 to me. This would have felt really well in season 3. Really great episode, very depressing.
It sure does feel like that.
But like in a feel good way.
Yeah.
Which was also like last episode. It was immensely depressing, but in a feel-good way. It was cathartic.
Yeah.
And I feel like this one kind of was too.
Yeah.
It's like, yes. Time to heal now.
Yeah.
We've got a lot of talk in the chat about Harry wearing Bobby's turnouts for a Halloween costume.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
So we're gonna dig into this more once we can think about it more before we record our special tomorrow night for next week. But remember that he's 18 years old. His prefrontal cortex is not fully developed. But like,
not even close.
My take on it is that he was really trying to like two things, like A, feel connected to Bobby, and B, like kind of try and feel what it would be like to be a firefighter, because that's like what he's you know, aspiring to be right now.
It was like he was trying to visualize it for himself. Like, this is the path that I'm choosing. Does it feel... He's literally, like, trying it on to see if it feels like the right thing for him, the right identity for him. Yeah. Which, like, I think is totally fine. It's when he was, like, trying to play it off as, like, oh, yeah, I'm using it as a Halloween costume. That was uncalled
teenage,
for.
like, trying to, like, write it off and, like, not talk about his feelings and, like, try and make it sound like it's nothing. That was, like, bruh, you gotta think about the shit you say. And this, like, totally fell in line with, like, what he said to May about, like, well, she should be used to it. Like, her fiancé died.
My God.
You know, like a little cavalier about things, and it's like, yes, they made up in the last episode, but they still have, like, I think a little room to work on their relationship. I did love May in this episode, and she was just kind of like, I'm just sitting back and watching, like, I'm just
she was poking,
letting the chips fall
like,
where they may.
I'm gonna poke some things, and then I'm gonna go back to my apartment. Bye, guys. Bye.
It's like I have an apartment all to myself. Bye.
You have fun with that. You too.
I
don't know why. I'm sorry. Like, I don't know. Oh, God. It's really bad. I don't know why it made me think, you know, when Athena and Bobby were cosplaying as firefighter. And this is really bad. I'm so sorry. But it did make me think of that for some reason. I was like, oh, no.
Well, that is probably the last time we saw someone wear his turnouts that wasn't him. So,
I know.
Yeah.
It made me think.
Sorry, I disassociated for a second. No, because like
you know what? Hold on.
No, it was just really funny because like when during that scene, like it showed Athena coming back in and like seeing his turnouts, you know, and it was like very much.
I think it was...
am I seeing a ghost or something?
Yeah, exactly. I think it was very much a, like, Harry shouldn't have been, like, out in the open doing that. He should have done it in the privacy of his own bedroom.
Yep, with the door closed.
I think it was very much
right in front of the fireplace, too. I'm like, no, be
careful doing that.
I think it was a very understandable, but still overreaction from Athena.
Yes.
All of
it's
the
100%
grief with that. So, you know, neither of them are in the right here.
Yeah, it's kind of like an overcorrection on her part. Yeah. With the whole like, okay, you can do what you want to do, but you're gonna be doing it under my roof. Yeah. So she's like, okay, you wanted me here. It's exactly what she said last episode. Like, you may regret it. She's like, you wanted me here. I'm gonna be here. You're gonna be here. And I'm gonna mom the hell out of you.
But I really hope. So. Sorry. I was just gonna say, I mean, I really hope they do kind of explore, like, again, this is something that I talked about in our Best Buddies segment, that if you are not subscribed to it, subscribe to it. But, like, I did talk about Harry maybe not joining the LAFD for the right reasons. I talked about that a little bit. And, I mean, it's not obviously this as drastic as I had said, probably, but, like, I think, you know, he's always idolized the job, I think. So this is one of those moments. I think we got to see a little bit of that. So, like, I think that I hope we explore you know, him maturing a little bit more.
Yes.
I mean, it's already a big step. Sorry, I'm having trouble.
No, I was just saying it's like he's gonna grow into the turnouts, basically.
Yeah, he's going. Yeah, exactly. He's gonna grow into that in those turns.
It's gonna be a very similar journey to Buck, I feel.
Yeah.
Especially with how much they're mirroring them.
Definitely.
But I think for me, the biggest takeaway from Harry from this episode is not the conversation with Athena when he's like trying on Bobby's turnouts is the conversation he has with May about how she's like, you don't have to move in here with her. And, you know, he's like, but I want her approval, you know, and she's like, well, you don't need it. And he's like, but I want it. So it's like he's doing it for Bobby's memory, but he's also doing it, like he said, because of his mom.
Yeah.
So I really think that's the takeaway from it. I think it's just kind of like, you got to give the kid some grace because he is a kid. Like, you got to give him more grace than you gave season 1 Buck.
Yeah.
Because season 1 Buck was 26 and Harry is 18. Like, that's 8 years of a difference. Like, he's
that
a
is
baby.
a lot of difference. That's a lot of growing left to do.
Yeah.
So I like where they're taking Harry and Athena's relationship.
Yeah.
I think that's going to be really great to focus on and to continue to like build.
Yeah, and I feel like it's been needed, like, since he moved away, like, with his dad. Like, I feel like they've never really completely reconnected and rebuilt their relationship since he moved back. So
even though we've had him since, like, what, season 7?
Yeah. So I think this is very needed on multiple levels. So I think it's going to be a really good and interesting story moving forward in a lot of ways, but especially, like, for, you know, just Harry and Athena's relationship.
And whenever they end up throwing May into the mix for whatever she does after she graduates, which I think they are kind of like focusing on Harry now. Yeah. And then like, I think May said like she has enough credits to graduate in like December. Yeah. So like probably halfway through the season, she'll be like, okay, what am I going to do now? And then they'll kind of like shift some of that focus to her too. So that's something to look forward to. Seeing talk about the snickerdoodles, the snickerdoodle cookie. Alexa said the snickerdoodles, good callback, was the cookie that Buck wanted to bake when he ran out of flour and had to go to Eddie's house in 808.
He finally got that
cookie. And he said they were really good.
Yeah,
I'm sure it is.
He really loves Buck's baking,
cookie.
that master baker.
But I'm glad that we see Buck baking not as a way to like completely spiral. He was stressing out about it, but as like a way to connect with Bobby in the way that they always did. Because I don't think Buck in the confessional in 818 like was really his vibe.
It just made so much sense for both of them, for both Buck and Eddie, for the way that they were like trying to find connection with Bobby. It made so much sense for the character because it was how they both mirrored him, right? Like they both mirrored Bobby, but like it's always been in different ways.
Yes.
And it that continued in this episode, and it just made so much sense. And the scene that we got with them where Buck invites him over,
oh my god,
it's so good.
It was like,
guys.
dude, it was like what Athena was saying to herself, where it was just like that reaching out.
Yeah.
And I think I said this in the Patreon live stream, but it was like they're both kind of like trying to reach out, but what Buck was doing, because there was like a little bit of an open door with like the, you know, leaving room for the unknown that Eddie said. But I think Buck went a little too fast.
He leaped a little bit.
Yeah, and it was just like not the right time, because after that call with the demon possession, that it was just like not. They just kind of like missed the boat a little bit for each other in that way. But like there is a reaching out happening, and eventually it's gonna.
It'll connect at some point. Hold on, I want to put a couple comments up.
Oh, sure.
So Alexis said, I loved that beat, like the baking one. Truly, I've come back to cooking as a way to connect with my mom. It's been really cathartic to recreate her recipes.
That's beautiful.
Yeah.
And saying, like, though I also have one she never wrote down, and I don't have, and it's really upsetting. And then said, okay, but truly, has Eddie ever turned down a Buck whim like that, especially with Chris being invited? No, this is the first time. And you know what? I mean, I 100% get why, like, especially just in character for Eddie, and especially this episode, why he turned it down. But like, as a fellow traumatized religious person who doesn't even believe in any of that shit anymore, I don't fuck with Ouija boards.
Yeah.
And if I had a kid, best believe
Yeah.
No.
It's a no for me, and it's a double no for my child.
Yeah, which I think was also
I think
the
it's
main
valid.
reason.
Yeah.
I think it's
Yeah.
valid. I hope
Especially
everyone's
after coming from that creepy ass fucking hostage evangelical
Absolutely
weird
not.
speaking in tongues fucking exorcism. Like, no, that was not the time. Like, Buck, I love you so much and I understand what you were doing, but read the room.
Yeah, it was just, again, it was
Agreed.
just like, he pushed the envelope a little too far.
Yeah.
It just needs to, like, rein it
Yeah.
back a little.
Yeah.
And then eventually.
What happened
but,
to
like,
just,
oof.
I don't know, having candy and watching scary movies? You could
Yeah.
have just
I know.
But here's the thing is like, they're both still in their own grief.
Yes.
They
over
very much
Bobby.
are.
Yep.
And the way they handle grief is different.
Yep.
It just is, and that's okay. So it's like they can't really grieve together right now because the way that they're grieving does not mesh, and that's okay.
Yeah.
And it also serves the purpose of the intentional distance that we're putting between them, and adding this whole new layer of like Eddie kind of like rediscovering, but not really, still being skeptic about the religion. Adds so
Yeah.
many textures
yeah.
to that. There's so much there. I can't wait
There
to like
really
dig
is.
into the actual transcript of all the dialogue because like there were several lines that I was like, that was loud. That was really loud.
So good.
So I don't know. I'm sorry, you guys are talking so fast and I'm trying to keep up, but if anyone is dooming after this episode, please trust us that you shouldn't be. And like, if we don't convince you in this live stream, we will convince you with next week's episode about
Like-
this episode.
Like I've been trying to say a couple of times, I think their storylines are separate right now because they're definitely on separate journeys, but their storylines are still intertwined because of how
Yes.
they're going through the same thing at the same time, just in different ways, and eventually they're gonna come back together.
Exactly.
Hopefully soon. I know it's soon. I trust it. I trust the process.
You keep
Same.
saying the buddy half, and I think you are correct.
It's the same thing that happened last
Happened
season.
last
Okay,
year.
guys,
Yeah.
if nothing else, just remember
Yeah.
season 8. Do you remember how they didn't say like fucking anything to each other alone until the second half? It was literally 8:09.
At least they're saying stuff to each other this time.
Yeah. This was sooner than we got in season 8. A scene of just the two of them.
Yeah. Yeah.
Several episodes sooner. 5 versus 9.
Yeah, because like if I remember correctly, I don't think we really got much of them. I mean, we had the
Like little itty bits, but
yeah. Well, we had 801 where they were celebrating Chris's birthday, but Tommy was there.
Yes,
Then
that
we
man
had-
was also there.
Yeah. Then we had masks where Tommy was like a foil to like Eddie the way they were,
Comment to myself.
So we had masks, and then we had confessions where they didn't even talk to each other, but they were always framed together, and that is what I've noticed since
Yeah.
like 902. They've been like framed together, even
Yeah.
if they're not having an actual conversation. So I think we're fine. I don't think anyone needs to doom. It's coming.
It's
they're laying
always
the
been
foundation.
it's always been necessary for Buddy to happen to separate them
Yes.
for several reasons. The first is to show the difference between what a platonic friendship looks like and whatever the fuck those two have going on to the general audience. The second is because they need to like self-actualize a little bit before they can get together.
Exactly.
The third is also that they need to have other friends that they lean on other than each other. Like, there's a lot of reasons.
Yeah, which we
But-
are seeing some more of now because, like, we know Eddie has Peppa, and we're
Yeah.
really hoping that they bring her back in more. Buck has Ravi. Really loved Ravi. The use of Ravi in this episode, I thought it was great.
It
even
was
though,
so sweet. Also,
like-
he was killing it in the raggedy.
in the Raggedy Andy costume, I know,
Yeah.
no, it was
Yeah,
so good.
he
Like,
was killing it.
he goes all out and love it, respect it. And even though he was like kind of, the whole like on the Ouija board, like the "you're an idiot" thing.
Yes.
like it was meant with love, but he was
Yes.
being like funny and nice about it because he was like, it just seemed like you needed someone to
Yeah, that was
to
really
be with
sweet.
you for a little bit.
There's several comments in this episode from Ravi that make me go, "Oh, you are the person for him right now." I can tell. Like in these last 6 months, like Ravi gets you. He understands you. And he was like, "Yeah, you went through every spice alphabetically."
It's like, oh,
I
yes,
was like,
that is
"Oh,
exactly
you
what
didn't
Buck would
have
do.
to come for him like that. That's so
like,
true.
if Buck didn't think it was a ghost, he would have gone through it, through all the spices alphabetically.
1,000,000%.
With like a clipboard to take notes. Yeah.
Yeah.
He understands him, and that's one of the reasons why, like, he is kind of putting up with him a little bit.
Yep. And the whole, like, he's so like, oh my god, you're an idiot. But it's like, it's giving Eddie, like, the way Eddie is, like, and goes with his whims, but platonic.
Yeah.
Like, that's one of the reasons that like, they are setting this up, is to show the contrast between the two.
Mm-hmm.
It's similar because they both get him,
but in different.
But the way that the way Eddie gets him is like, he's endeared by all the crazy shit Buck does normally. But like, Ravi is just like, I unfortunately care about you as a person, so I will be here when it seems like you need it, against my own, like, actual will. Like, I'd rather us go to Halloween party. Like, the funny part of it is like, if Buck wasn't grieving, I feel like they'd be such good matches as friends. Like, to just, like, go out and, like, be the, like,
have fun,
extroverted, like, good time guys. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe we'll get a little bit of that in the next episode.
Yeah.
Yeah.
With whatever horrors they're putting Hen through. Like, what the
Ash says they're both golden retrievers, and
they are. Well, actually, no. Ravi is like, he's a very sweet but sassy dog. So whatever Australian Shepherd.
Oh,
You know,
I could see it.
it's sweet, but they're also a little spicy.
Totally. Yeah, so I'm glad we're seeing more of that.
Yeah. Yeah. It's kind of this, except I think Ravi is actually also a dog.
Yeah. Ash says they have an Australian Shepherd and can confirm. Okay, great.
Perfect.
Excellent. I love that. Thank you for confirming.
Yeah. But yeah, after this episode, I am even more excited for whatever scene we're getting with Buck, Ravi, and Eddie. Next week.
Same.
Like,
That's gonna be.
What
that
are we
is
doing?
going to be very interesting because we saw two different dynamics here.
Yeah.
Because we saw Buck and Ravi and their dynamic further, and we saw kind of the state of the buddy union a little bit, with like Buck asking if Eddie and Christopher want to come over and do the Ouija board, which, like, no,
Bruh.
So it'll be interesting then to like see all the different angles of the triangle.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
Where it's like, okay, so how does Ravi interact with Eddie, knowing how jealous Buck has been about Eddie's new partnership with Hen, and like, what's the vibe for like how this friendship dynamic works, you know? Very intrigued by that. I hope it's in the next episode. We don't actually know.
Yeah.
We can only guesstimate. It seems likely.
They've got to put some levity in the episode that they're putting Hen through the horrors in.
Again.
Yeah.
Girl just got back from space.
Leave them alone.
Just let her breathe some oxygen for a little bit. But
I forgot to put our noise cancellation on again. I'm gonna do it
you want
now.
me to do it now?
Yeah,
or no?
reduce mic background noise, just that
Okay.
one.
I forgot to. Okay, great. Jill says the restaurant scene is definitely next week. I think so.
I think so
Hope
too.
so.
And it's also one of those things where, like, you can't trust the trailer.
Yeah.
No. especially when like the trailer is, you know, geared towards one specific storyline because we know there's gonna be more. So, yeah, just like for this one, like it was almost all Buck in the promo, and then it was like an Eddie A plot.
I did have this thought, Asha, but I was like, I'm not a space nerd, so I don't know what. But I was like, is there a space version of like delayed bends? Like the bends that you get when you go underwater? Asha said, what space sickness does Hen have? Quick, somebody consult WebMD.
That would be interesting, but I don't know. I mean, I guess they could incorporate that because, like, the episode is titled Family History. So I kind of feel like it's going to be something, like, latent in her, like, family history, whether it's from her father's side, which she may not know because he wasn't really in her life. Maybe it got activated because of the space stuff. That could be very possible because otherwise it's like, why is it just showing up now? So like, I feel like they might have to have a reason for that. So. That's kind of what I think.
Yeah.
Oops.
Chat have officially switched to water.
Yay, everybody cheer.
I still have
Why
this.
is all the wine gone? EJ asked if we think they'll ever circle back around to Gina. No.
No.
I think that was like a stepping stone in Athena to get to the arc that we finally got her to at the end of
Yeah.
episode 4.
Gina was a plot device for Athena.
Yeah.
That's
It
what
was
it
the
was.
plot device to get her to say yes to going to space, which got her the epiphany that she needed to like find her will to like live again. Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't think this one's gonna be like one of those, you know, they're looking behind the glass doors sort of thing.
Yeah.
I know they do that, but
The only one that I think we could possibly see again is Lori and Cal.
because that's pivotal for Chimney's
Chimney.
storyline.
It's pivotal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah.
Because I think we are kind of focusing a little bit on everyone and kind of giving everybody a little bit of a closure or like getting closer to that. Well, I'll say like I think everybody does kind of have some closure, but it's still like that. I keep going back to that quote from Tim from the Entertainment Weekly article. I think it was in the beginning of September when he said like it's not a season of perpetual grieving, it's a season of perpetual grappling. Like I think they have closure, but the emotions are always gonna like ebb and flow and pop up and everything like that.
Because it's like, how do you move on without this person who filled such a huge part in your life? That's what they're dealing with.
So I think what they're doing is they're focusing on everybody kind of individually and is like, okay, we kind of know where Chimney is in his journey of grief and closure and like trying to move forward. It's not moving on, it's moving forward. So we know like he's grappling with his feelings of self-worth and stepping into Bobby's shoes, and is he a good enough captain? Athena, I think, is very obvious. Like she has to be more present in her life and realize that all of the pain is for something good so she can appreciate the beautiful moments of life. This episode was specifically about like Buck and Eddie and Harry as well. So I think it's really fascinating because it's like it is very like Bobby focused, but it's not like the only thing, you know? It's like, I don't know, I feel like it's very balanced like that.
It made so much sense for it to be the focus of this episode for both Buck and Eddie, because we haven't really seen how they're dealing with it other than like that first glimpse in episode 1 where, you know, you just see that they miss him.
Yeah.
You know,
like Eddie was talking to Chimney, but that conversation was mostly about Chimney. Buck was talking to baby Bobby.
Yeah.
But
yeah. So not someone who can really give him any useful feedback.
So I'm wondering also if we're gonna have a little bit of a focus on Hen in that way.
Yeah.
As
Asha,
well.
I'm gonna say this while I hold your hand.
What happened?
Asha said, "I'm gonna need a timeline on Buck's whole move. Who was he living with until this episode? We're never gonna know. We're
probably
never
Maddie.
gonna know. If they didn't say it in this episode, we're never gonna know.
Honestly,
That's a fan fiction gap.
Yes, but
You know what?
honestly,
Yeah, let's leave it that way.
Yeah.
okay. I was just gonna say I think he'd been there for like a little bit of time, but nebulous amount of time.
Hannah said Tim is allergic to clear timelines. This.
Correct.
That is correct.
I think Tim is an incredible showrunner, and he has so much good continuity. But timelines is the only like blind spot in the rear
Oh
view.
my
If you get my
God.
drift.
Oh my god, guys, he can't do math just like us.
Oh my god. He is
This
just
is
like
how-
us for real.
It really is. This is how we
Relatable.
relate.
He sees numbers and is like, no, and also so are we.
They
we
did.
see numbers,
though,
we're like, nah.
They did explain to me how Buck afforded a house, because like I was like, how does Mr. Bad Credit afford a house? It's because it was foreclosed. Mm-hmm. That's how.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah. That makes sense. But I actually like I really love the house. I think it's super cute, and I'm looking forward to see more of the layout of it.
Yeah, me too.
But
Yeah,
it's kind of like adorable and homey.
Yeah, I think so too. I can't wait to rewatch the episode so I can actually kind of like examine some of the areas a lot more.
So Whoop on TikTok said, I'm gonna read a couple messages. Did anyone want more actual Day of the Dead stuff? Like we see the festival and the altar, but they didn't actually mention the holiday and what it really means. The monologue touches on it, but no one actually speaks about it. Okay. Keep in mind that I am a white person, so I can only speak on this, to a certain degree. But I really think that the only way they really could have touched on it more was to really do a hand-holdy explaining thing. And every character that was celebrating that holiday already knew what it was and what it was about. So I don't know how they could have naturally fit it in there. I really feel like they kind of described it as much as they could naturally in the intro and outro voiceover monologues.
Yeah.
But I'm totally open to hearing more Latino views on that.
Yeah.
Because especially Mexican views on that.
Specifically Mexican views on that.
Mexican views
Because
on that.
I'm Peruvian,
yes.
so
If anyone
we
in the
don't
chat is
celebrate.
Mexican, our ears are open
Give us
to how you felt about
your
it.
take.
But
Yeah.
just me and what I know about the holiday, which is I guess more than the average white American. I felt like because it wasn't like they were actually celebrating the holiday until the very end of the episode, that they did kind of address it as much as they could have naturally in what was happening, because the episode wasn't really about that holiday so much as the grief and how to move on with it through that holiday. And I think the way that they had Eddie deal with his grief for Bobby, and then Abuela through that originally through going to mass for Bobby, and then through Dia de Muertos for Abuela, I feel like that was kind of the way that they were addressing it, and it was very much contrasted with how Buck was not dealing with it at all.
I think it it really embodied the theme of the holiday.
Yeah.
Which is more of a show don't tell sort of thing.
Yeah.
Which I appreciated, but we have I think it's Irv.
Yes,
Hi.
please.
So tell us please tell us your thoughts.
This is your floor
takeaway
now. Yes.
Because
we
would love to hear
thoughts
it.
on it.
Yeah, because I feel the same as Han in that regard, and it was just very thematically
Yeah. we can only look
about
like we can
it.
only look at it from a storytelling perspective,
Yeah.
and with the limited knowledge we have, and obviously it's like we don't have the cultural
touchstones,
significance and touchstones to like really, you know, give it the correct point of view.
Kenny on TikTok said if they keep doing this tradition, I think with the ofrenda, like Chris said, they could add a bit more info each year.
And that would be a natural
be
way
really
to
cool.
do it.
Yeah.
Because to me, and I'm waiting for. I'm sorry. Who was
It was Irv, crazy Latino
Irv?
boy.
Okay, I'm waiting for Irv to
I love
to
your
give
art.
their perspective.
You do great art.
You do great art.
But for me, it was very much like you have to remember that like television is show don't tell. So I really think that there was no natural way to like in the dialogue enter it in there. Like the only way I think they could have done that if like Buck or someone else who was very white was there and they were explaining the holiday to them. But
That
no
would have been
one
bad.
was. But I'm saying that's the only way I think they could have naturally done. Like here's how the holiday works.
Yeah.
But
there was
like,
no
actually
character
in the dialogue.
there was
like,
no character being
explain it.
introduced to the holiday,
Yeah.
like as you know, like an audience
Yeah.
surrogate sort of thing. So
Yeah.
okay, so Irv was saying
Yeah.
that they really enjoyed the episode. You're practicing queer Latino and love how they handle it so far. Excellent.
Batgirl Des, if you have a different name you'd like us to say, please tell me. Said, as someone who is Mexican American, I think they did a decent job. There were hints of the holiday, like Buck placing the picture of him and Bobby in the kitchen, Athena talking to Bobby's jacket, etc. So that's what I was picking up on too. There were even themes of Dia de Muertos, like even
Yes.
not in Eddie's storyline, and that's why I think the title did thematically cross over all
To
of
everyone's
the
story.
storylines and not just Eddie's. But
Yeah.
it was very much, again, a television show don't tell kind of thing where you have to like really just look into the themes and not the dialogue so much.
Yeah.
I think the biggest dialogue on it is like the opening and ending voiceover monologue.
Yeah, which again I think is more about like
Yeah.
like what it's supposed to make you feel and reflect on
Yeah, exactly.
than like what the actual traditions are.
Yeah.
Which so I think that was like a smart way to go about it.
And I think it's also like, it's like, yes, it is, you know, the holiday is originated in Mexico, but like, I think this specific one, like the most nuanced opinion we could get of it is from a Mexican American, because that is
Yes.
what Eddie is.
Yeah.
I agree.
So, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, if we have any Mexican Americans or Mexicans in the chat, please
Please, we will
Continue
put
to-
your comments up here on display, because your voices are the most important, like on
Yeah.
how you felt about this episode for sure.
We can just give again the interpretation from like the narrative perspective,
Yeah,
not
exactly.
the cultural perspective.
Yeah.
So, like this is what we're taking away from what the story was, but
Yeah.
you know, happy to have our eyes opened in another direction as well.
Yeah.
So, yeah,
Okay. Kunzi12 said it didn't feel disrespectful to me. As someone who has put up an ofrenda, Day of 2, what Eddie put up felt really good. So,
That's good. I'm
That's
glad
good.
to hear that.
yeah.
me too. I really loved the shot when it was Eddie and Christopher, and it was the camera was from like the other side of the ofrenda,
Yeah.
and it was kind of like framed by the little marigolds around it. I thought that was really lovely.
Yeah. Yeah, I really think this was, like, even though we got, like, the Halloween calls and the giant pumpkin, and, like, I know there was some, like, conversations of, like, is this going to focus more on Halloween when it is called Dia de los Muertos? I really do think that, like, hold on, whose comment am I going off of? Please hold. Here, Asha. The idea that Buck felt Bobby's presence in his new house was very reminiscent of Dia de los Muertos. That's not a Halloween thing. Yeah. Because the whole idea of Dia de los Muertos is like honoring the dead, but also the veil is thin. So it's like when Like, you put their pictures, you put the foods that they loved, and it's very much like how you commune, and like the day of the year that you can connect with them the most.
Yeah.
Which
The
is definitely not a Halloween thing.
The marigolds are there to like lead them back back home.
Yeah.
So,
And like this episode was all about connection.
Yeah.
Kenny says over on TikTok, the intro and ending seemed like good enough for them without getting like PowerPoint presentation about it.
Yes.
Good. Yeah, it was just kind of very like, it was a little conceptual, you know?
Yeah.
Which I loved hearing that from like Eddie's POV.
Yeah. I mean, I really enjoyed it. I think they did a good job with it. I think always the best thing to do is, if you're going to be writing from a certain point of view that you don't actually embody, is to get an advisor or someone in the writer's room who is part of that, you know, minority culture, whatever.
Yeah.
So, like, I don't know who all was in the writer's room. I don't know if there was an advisor for it. But, like, I do understand where everyone's coming from, like, with the concerns. But, like, I'm going to listen to the Mexicans and the Mexican Americans.
Yeah. Defer
to their opinion and their views on it. Outside of, like, my own interpretation of the narrative and the storytelling.
Which seems so far, like, generally fairly positive.
Yeah.
So
I don't know. I haven't gone on the internet yet.
In our little corner here.
Yeah.
So maybe that's not like a
Yeah.
the general consensus, but
Yeah.
you know. Oh, Paisley was asking, is that how Chris spoke with Abuela?
Yes.
Because I think I misunderstood that part a little bit.
Yeah, the
I
way
think
that was told is, like, she had already passed, but, like, she came to him because the veil was thin and was able to be like, don't be afraid, and, like, was able to, like, be there to him, and, like, that was the person out of all of her family that she chose to go to, which makes sense.
And I know that's kind of like a thing that people have experienced just like anyways.
Yeah.
But I think it's underscored by what this episode was dealing with, you know?
Yeah.
Oh, Kenny said, oh my God, Eddie holding the flower as Abuela was driven away so she can find her way home. That's really lovely.
Actually,
make me cry again.
I know.
the people who are here who are Mexican or Mexican American, if you could, like, message us on Discord or on, like, DM us on one of our social media, like, we'd love to, like, get some quotes or, like, ask you some questions, because we're recording our episode about this episode tomorrow.
Yes.
Yes.
And we'd love to put, you know, your takeaways and, like, how you felt about how you know, it was represented in the episode at the forefront.
Yes. So feel free, any of our socials. So, like, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, again, Discord, if you're there as well.
Yeah.
And I think we're doing that tomorrow night. So if you happen to be thinking about it, you know, between the rest of tonight and tomorrow during the day, just shoot us a message. Because we're at Buddy System Pod everywhere. So you probably already know that. But
where can we DM you? Or
yeah,
maybe
what's your
still,
preference?
Crazy boy Latino.
Is that the
Crazy
username?
Latino boy. Sorry.
Okay.
I follow them. And
Yeah.
I think they follow me on Instagram. So
Is
Okay.
Twitter or Instagram like?
Yeah,
what's your
which one do you
preference?
Yeah, which
Prefer.
one's better?
Because I think we follow you, or like my personal, I follow on both, but
at least one of us follow.
yeah.
you.
You said they do art. I probably follow them on my private.
Yeah.
No, they do great art.
Any
They
piece
do.
of 911 art I've ever seen, immediate follow.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
So that's a blanket follow from me. Both is fine, they said. Okay. Cool.
Okay,
We'll
great.
definitely reach out to you.
You will be hearing
Rachel,
from us.
write it in the notes.
Before we forget.
Yeah.
Rachel's the only one that has brain cells right now.
Yeah.
Because
She
Hannah
also
and I are-
is kind of more the stenographer most of the time anyway.
Yeah, because I'll
She
be
takes
like,
the
so
most
what do you
notes."
think? That's it. That's all I would say. Give me your thoughts. That's all I would preface it as.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I'll see if Carla watched this.
Oh yeah.
Because she's Mexican, so I don't know if she's keeping up with 911 anymore, but I'll ask if she watched it and try and get her thoughts.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh boy.
There was so
This
much
felt more
happening in the
depressing than
episode.
like the entire opening. Like, is that crazy to say?
I think it's because we didn't expect it. Like, we expected the opening to deal with Athena's grief and all of that. But
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
And we expected
And
this
we
to
didn't
deal with
have,
their
like,
grief
the-
too, but like,
well, like we didn't expect it like that. I think.
no.
Yeah, exactly. Like this this episode didn't have like the big action stuff of the opener. So like
Yeah.
it makes sense.
The only funny thing was the pumpkin.
Yeah.
There was a little funny stuff with the guy who thought he was dead
Yeah.
and climbed into the grave. It's just like that part where Eddie was, you know, performing his little pants off, like so good.
Kunzi, can you tell us a place that we can reach you to talk to you about it privately too? I don't know
Yeah,
if you're
if
on
you
our
message us
Discord
on
or
Patreon,
social
'cause-
media. Yeah. If you guys are on our
Message us
Patreon, you
anywhere.
can always message us. Actually, yeah, any of our things. Our DMs are open. You can message us on Patreon. We're Buddy System Pod literally everywhere that you can imagine. We'd love to talk to you. Crazy Latino Boy, please, if you have a name you'd like me to say.
It's Irv.
It's Irv.
It's Irv. Okay, Irv. Irv said, I wrote my own feelings on my page, but as someone who practices and as a queer Latino Mexican, I see this as a sign, great sign for queer Eddie. I'm a queer Latino from Texas, and I know how Eddie feels. Well,
I think there's an
I love
additional
that.
comment to that.
Abuela showed Eddie that maybe Catholicism may not be the right answer, and at the end showed us he found connection with his community and culture.
I love that.
Absolutely. And I know it's not directly addressed in this episode, but like Dia de los Muertos is not a religious holiday.
It's
So
a
not-
cultural one.
It's a cultural holiday. So I definitely think that like he's it's clear that he's searching for something, searching for connection. But it does really like distill this like kind of like mistrust and like not in the same way we've always seen from Eddie, where he's just kind of like a skeptic, but like a yeah, I'm not gonna just like go to church and believe everything they're saying to me,
Yeah.
you know.
It's
And
like
it's like showing a way that he can connect to his culture and to the people that he's lost that isn't directly through religion.
it's what works for him, because I think he was there was the line that he was saying that he didn't know if he was doing it more for Bobby or for him, because again, like Buck baking, like Harry trying on Bobby's turnouts, it was a way for Eddie to try to maintain that connection with Bobby.
Yeah.
But that may not have been true to who he is, you know, like he just doesn't operate in that same way. So he's like having to navigate that a little bit. Yeah. And Hey Buddy over on TikTok said, I love how he's handling Chris and making sure there's no pressure on him like he experienced. He is taking everything that he learned what not to do from
Listen,
Helena and Ramon.
I loved so
And doing
many
it so
things
perfectly.
about this episode, but as someone who was, and let me preface this by I love my parents and they are great parents and they did the best that they could. And I have an even better relationship with them now than I did growing up. But as someone who was raised in religion, hearing him say that was the best line of this episode for me, like personally. Because I was
Agreed.
like, that's correct. That's the correct way to parent.
Yeah.
Because it is very much a like you're introducing like when their brains are so impressionable and you introduce them to things, it's like you are just introducing this thing as truth, like the way you send them to
Yeah.
school and everything they learn there. They're like, this is facts. And that's how it works with the religion too. So for him to be like, I hate it, that was forced on me, and I'm gonna let him grow up and then decide, you know, if he wants to participate, is so huge for me.
Yeah.
As someone who was raised in religion and wishes
Same.
that they weren't.
Same.
Yeah.
Same. I had the option. I mean, I was raised Roman Catholic as well, being in this Peruvian household that I'm in. But like, I at some point just stopped going, and I don't get pressured into going, but I do get some of the little disappointed looks, like, why don't you go? Why aren't you going?
It's like a little bit of that guilt.
I don't feel like it. So yeah, I do. This is why I think I resonate with Eddie, aside from like the culture and the heritage. I mean, I know my side is more on the Peruvian side, but like I do have like a little bit of Catholic guilt here and there sometimes. But like I'm just like, I would rather like not have someone tell me who and what to believe in, and I make my own choices.
Yes, you have to find it on your own. Coda over on TikTok said their favorite line was Abuela saying, "If you're looking for love, you're looking in the wrong place." And it's just like, you have to find it
Yeah.
yourself. You have to like follow your heart, right?
Yes, and she's touching his heart while she says that. Yeah.
That was a great line.
Yeah. I just Eddie's storyline in this was just like, I was so skeptical at the beginning when he was like, I've been going to mass, and I was like, oh god.
I'm gonna have to
Literally.
I'm going to have to hop off real quick for like a second, so I'll be back.
Go ahead.
Okay.
Get your food.
It's not that, but I will be ordering something.
Okay. Oh my god, do that already. Jesus.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm always going to be the most like skeptical and critical of like religious storylines. I wasn't raised Catholic. I was raised evangelical, so it's like a whole other thing, but like they touched on that in a call in this episode. But I really was like worried for like a minute, and then everything else that they gave to me just made so much sense for his storyline to me. Like it was great.
It seemed like they were really taking care to like thread that needle.
Yeah.
In ways that made sense.
Like, he even says like, I don't know if I'm doing it for me or if I'm doing it for Bobby. And I'm just like, that makes so much sense for him. Like Buck's trying to find connection to Bobby through like, you know, other than firefighting, the biggest connection they had, which was like cooking and baking. And Eddie's trying to find it through religion, which is one of the big things that they connected on whenever they had their talks.
Yep.
And Bobby gave him, you know, his little, is it a Bible or is it a prayer journal?
book?
It's a prayer book.
Yeah, I think so.
I don't know Catholic shit. I'm so sorry.
Neither do I.
I have the religious trauma, the Christian version, but it's a different font, you know. But yeah, it just made so much sense. And the way that they laid down the like skepticism for him, like along with the religion in it,
Yeah.
it was just so beautiful. And I just really think they started out this episode being like, oh, he's exploring religion, and at the end it's like he's kind of rejected it and he's more embracing like his culture and just like the spirit of being like, yes, the people that I love who are gone, I can still find connection to them, but it doesn't have to be through religion. That's kind of what I got from it.
Yeah, like forge your own path.
Yeah.
Kind of, which I think that's kind of the crux of Eddie's journey recently, like this season, last season, a little bit, where he has to forge his own path and figure out it's a further exploration of his own identity, which will come into play again later down the road. So he has to you know, put these building blocks in place. He's like reconstructing and like rebuilding who he is, who he wants to be. And only when we get that kind of squared away, that's when the gay Eddie can happen.
Yeah. A couple comments from TikTok. Whoop said, my whole family pretty much did what Sills did. We were raised Roman Catholic too. And Hey Buddy said, I had a dad like Eddie who let me make my own decisions, so that made me super emotional father of the year. I love that. And I think it's always like a sign of good storytelling when so many different people from different experiences and walks of life can connect to the story and relate to it.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I gotta wait for Syl to come back before I start diving into queer coding stuff. It feels wrong, you know?
There was so much.
There's so much. That's naturally where my brain is going from this.
Yeah. They really gave us the crumbs that we wanted. And I'm gonna have to like pay specific attention when
Rewatching it. Yeah. Did you put this Asha comment up already?
I have not. No.
Okay. Asha said, I really like the way they handled Eddie's religious journey. Whether they decide to make Eddie a man of faith moving forward or not, it was a great depiction of one's faith journey. And I really think that's true, especially as someone who's raised in religion and then kind of like veers away from it for whatever reason. I really do think that like you're always at some point in your adulthood like faced with a situation that makes you kind of look back at it and kind of grapple with
like
it
reframe it a little bit.
Yeah
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
Batgirl Des says faith should be personal, be it religion or just a spirituality, and it should be on your own terms. I grew up Catholic but became atheist, but still very close to my Mexican culture, and I feel like that's close to Eddie. Like, I feel like he might land more like agnostic or spiritual, but like, you know, I really think to him, maybe like the parts of Catholicism that like he finds comforting is like the ritual of it and like the community of it. But not so much like the actual like, not the actual like religiosity. Yeah. You know, especially with like how he blew up on Buck after that. Like, I think that really shows his opinion on it. It's like he did everything he was supposed, like she did everything she was supposed to, and still this
was treated like that. I think that was such a the girl who was being possessed, like the demon exorcism call, was such a good thing to put in this episode, because it really does kind of provide that dual perspective. Yeah. Right? Because you have, you know, like Abuela and Peppa who are like, you know, it's such like a wonderful thing full of love and like all of that stuff. And then you see kind of like the uglier side to it. And it's like, because something like religion can encompass both.
And I really appreciated that, like, if we were delving into religion, that like we showed the layers of it and the different experiences of it. And like, they were extremes for sure, but
it drives the point home.
Exactly. Yeah.
Oh my God. We have a special guest.
Oh my, you guys don't understand. We never, you're muted. We never see Leo. We only hear it.
Hold on, you're still muted.
Sorry. Hi,
oh my God, the most special guest we'll ever have.
This is our very special guest. His name is Leo. He's about 13.
Oh, he's a little old man.
He's an old man. He still acts like a puppy here and there. He's got a little bit of a heart condition. So he's a baby. He still acts like a baby, but here and there. But this is Leo.
Aaron says, doggo. Asha says, I'm in love.
Cute.
Paisley says, precious cutie pie. And Whoop says, oh no, wait, no. Hey Buddy says, puppy.
He's an old man.
No matter how old your dog is, it's always a puppy.
Oh, 100%.
Oh my God, Alexa said that her cat's name is Leo.
Oh, no way.
Twinning. I love it. I love it when I twin with people. He's just
a
baby.
Doggo. This is just now the Leo show. Like, sorry.
Yeah.
No,
sorry.
No, I'm kidding.
Here's serotonin. Oh my God. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
So cute.
Kenny Rosa says, doggy.
Whoop said, also, do we think they're going to continue this faith storyline for Eddie, or is it going to be dropped without expanding on it? I think this is the most we're going to see about it, but I think there might be some through threads, kind of like...
So that's the thing, right? Like, I kept talking about this, like, a couple episodes ago, or maybe even in our special, but I always felt like, or I've been trying to get us to talk about this thing where how each member of the 118 is going to, like, honor Bobby by taking a certain role, you know? And I feel like Eddie is taking the role of giving some advice, even though he doesn't really follow it sometimes. And even the Catholicism, I think, a little bit, but like finding it in his own way that's not like the organized like religion part of it. Buck is doing the baking thing and the cooking thing, but I think Chimney is the captaincy. Hen is, I think, a little bit of remains to be seen, or I just, at this current point of time, I don't have the brain cells for it. So I have to think about it a little bit more. But, you know, I feel like everyone at the 118 is taking a part of, like, what makes Bobby Bobby and owning it. So it kind of feels like he's not really gone, because they are taking those parts of him and implementing them into the 118.
Yeah.
Agreed. I'm gonna hop on this Asha comment because this is what I've been waiting to say, because we were talking all about the, like, how they addressed the, like, person who grew up in religion, then leaves, then comes back, and, like, good conversations, but I was waiting to talk about the queer coding for when you came back. But Asha said,
let's get into it.
Nope, I think they're gonna explicitly tie it to his sexuality. I'm convinced.
Yes.
I've never been more convinced. I actually have
This
never
is where
been
it's
more
going to come back up.
convinced. Because you know the most repressed people? The most repressed gay people I know, including myself. People who were raised in religion. And there was just so much planted in this episode. Y'all, there's so much. There's so much. And I know it's not about that right now. Like, it was all about Bobby, really, and then Abuela.
Yes.
It wasn't even really about Shannon, which is like,
yeah, I'm kind of great. Yeah,
she's finally buried. Let that woman rest.
I think they really closed
I have to
the book on
celebrate.
her.
I have to take a drink for that, actually, because, like,
Pour one out for our girl. Yeah, I really, like, I'm not going to say that it doesn't make sense to bring up the religious thing without the queer coding, because it does, because of his history, but, like, the way that they set it up, and the dialogue they have surrounding setting it up, I'm just like, So, we went into this episode expecting nothing but maybe a crumb or two, and, like, I really think we got a lot with the queer coding, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got way more than I thought.
There was a lot in the text, but I think also just visually, and I'm very interested to rewatch it, to see those things, like, from the camera side.
Yeah.
Which is great. So, yeah, I think if it comes back into the fold, that would be the reason why. And for that reason, they had to establish this now in order, again, laying those bricks and that foundation to, like, build his identity in a new way.
Yeah.
This was a very important building block that we'd never really, like, focused on before.
I'm sorry,
so much.
EJ just took me the fuck out.
What'd he say?
This is kind of like Eddie's track 5 on the Taylor Swift album.
You are speaking our language.
Yeah.
No, like, this is the turning point. You're so right. You're so right. No, because it's like, it's the most, like, gut-wrenching emotional track on the album, and then, like, things start progressively changing. You cooked with that.
You did. You made a whole snickerdoodle.
Yeah, Alexa said, genuinely shocked we didn't hear the daughter being exercised, got a girlfriend or something. Yeah, I was waiting for some kind of, like, this girl's gay. I'm still gonna read into it.
No, but
yeah.
it
'Cause
kind
that's
of
my right.
It kind of, like, the way that Eddie was acting, it felt like it parallels to, like, No Place Like Home, like, season 8, episode 4, because the whole,
Yes.
like, oh, you think things, being a cheerleader is weak or something.
Yeah.
Like, he was really, like, getting up in there and
we
you
still
know,
got
being so
so much more unnecessary, if not related to any Wizard of Oz imagery.
Yes.
They're really building.
They're following that thread through from the beginning of
Yeah.
season 8, y'all. Like
we thought they
it's
just
that
kind of
serious.
like it just like went away, but we were picking up on that so early in season 8 and just like
oh my god, Leo.
they're doing more.
I want
They're
to touch
doing
the
more
flute so bad.
Wizard of Oz stuff,
They are.
which makes him he's so cute.
Yeah.
Oh my god. I'm
so
sorry.
precious.
Just distracted.
No, you don't understand. We hear him in the background of the recordings, but like we almost never see Leo. This is a celebrity sighting.
It is.
Alexis said, "I mean, friends of Dorothy." Exactly.
Exactly.
And that's what we called to, and we're talking about those references in season 8. But it's just like,
Yeah.
why are we bringing it up again in another Eddie-sode? I wonder.
Yeah, and I know it's not the same thing, but the fact that we got the Friends of Bill W for AA, and like it's just like very similar
Yeah.
phrases, so I think that is interesting too.
But it's Eddie directly. Oh my god,
Yeah.
it's the Scarecrow both times. In season 8 and this season, it's the Scarecrow both times.
Because
Because
Denny
it's
was
the
the
Scarecrow.
Scarecrow.
Well, sure, but like also the kid who was internally decapitated because his body twisted. That was like the Scarecrow
Yeah.
imagery too. And then this was like the literal Scarecrow, and he was like, "I'm dead," which like the Scarecrow technically is. Oh, that's so interesting.
He didn't have a functioning brain. Let's just
But no,
say.
but it's like he saved the Scarecrow kid, and then he went to talk to the Scarecrow kid's dad.
Yeah.
And then in this episode, he's the one to talk the Scarecrow back to life. Like,
It's so interesting.
That is interesting.
we're continuing to do the Wizard of Oz imagery again for Eddie. That's not they don't do these things on accident. There's no throwaway things.
There's no throwaway line
No.
or like visual.
No, it's also
911.
purposeful in television. I love this. I'm sorry. What is his
Irv.
name again? Irv. I'm so sorry. Irv said, "I'm taking it as a sign of Gay Eddie that Wicked had a performance during the same time the episode aired." I'll take
Incredible.
it. Wicked for Good comes out soon. I'm just saying.
You just reminded me. I don't think we did our poll thing.
Our poll thing? Oh, we haven't
our
talked
Patreon
about it
poll
yet.
for the live
Oh,
stream.
let me
No, not
see who
yet.
won.
I think I know.
Yes. That was kind of close. It was creeping up. Okay, all right. So I guess we will talk about the winner of the Patreon live stream topic poll, which if you are a member of our Patreon in the $5 or $10 tiers and you aren't voting on the poll, do it. Because there's way more of you than who voted. And
You get the email.
it's important to vote, y'all. And anyone who isn't on our Patreon, come and hang out with us. Like, if you join the $1 tier, you get to join our Discord and come hang out with the community.
And we're always
there's
talking.
so many smart and hilarious people there. I'm not even talking about us because you already know that. And it's just like a really good, if you want to be in a positive fandom space, you know what I mean? Where it's like there's no drama and there's no constant dooming, and you can like
Take a break
down
from
your
Twitter.
dooming even like it's just such a good place to hang out. And if you join our $5 or $10 tier, then you get to like come join us for our live reactions on Thursdays. We do both the OG and the Nashville episodes, and then
We hop on here.
and you get some other stuff too. If you're in the $5 tier or the $10 tier, you get to vote on our live stream topic that we discuss. And then if you're in the $10 tier, you get a shout out in our episodes, and you also get access to an exclusive mini segment. In each
By
episode.
mini, we mean like for us, which
Yeah,
is
for us,
basically
it's
like 25 minutes.
25 minutes. That you get to vote on, again, that you get to choose. And like I'm begging y'all, just so you can hear the things that we're talking about, because we're cooking in those sections and we can't share them.
It's funny. It's like, we're like, okay, let's talk about this topic, because obviously it's a topic that like interests us, which is why we put them as the options. But we're like, as we're talking about it, we're like, wait, this is pretty good.
Yeah. And we're like, God damn it. And Syl just like did
Popped off in
such
this
a
last
great freaking segment with the chimney and Eddie mirrors and foils. Like she showed up with so many notes.
You led that conversation. I just showed up and I was like, yeah.
You never hear Syl talk more, actually. So you should hear that segment, because it's incredible. And it's led by Syl. So
Yeah.
But yeah, so the winner, anyway, the winner of the live stream topic poll was Bobby's Dead. Who's cooking what at Thanksgiving?
Blame hand for that.
Yeah, I think I paid the price for that joke. We're trying to figure out who
did I
cursed
for some
us.
reason.
Yeah, you did. We're trying to figure out who cursed us, like if someone is actually a witch, or if someone bought an Etsy spell, or what. Because every single Thursday this season, Sillerai have had some sort of technological issues.
Yeah.
And it's only Thursday.
Like any other day of the week, please.
And it started with episode 1. Like, it wasn't even... It wasn't even like it was happening before that. Like, it started the Thursday of the premiere of this season, and it's been every single Thursday.
There was literally a fire 2 blocks away from me that they had to do a safety power shut off.
Yeah.
I was concerned.
And we were like, oh, wow, the marketing's getting way too local.
We were like, hee hee ha ha.
Yeah, and then the next week, that if you're part of the Patreon on our live streams, you know, I had no power. I went to a McDonald's. Power came back. I went back home because the Wi-Fi there sucked.
You could be missing out on all of that.
Yeah, you could have been there for the whole ride. So much fun.
Everyone was like, you sound robotic. I'm like, go home. Please.
It's okay. So, what was the topic again?
Bobby's Dead. Who's cooking what at Thanksgiving this year?
Buck,
Well, I think
Buck has dessert. I was gonna say the turkey, but then I was like, no.
No, I went the same way. I was like turkey, but no, sweet potato casserole with the marshmallows. I think because I feel like Bobby would have had like a really good recipe
with marshmallows,
for that.
or as I have been converted, and maybe Bobby would have converted him, a caramelized pecan topping instead.
Ooh. Actually,
it's better
he
than
might
the
do
marshmallows,
both.
actually. True.
Editing my answer, or just like addendum to my answer, he would have wanted to try to do the whole thing, and everyone else was gonna be like, no.
No.
So then everybody else just like does stuff.
Eddie brought the tamales, grandma's recipe, abuela's recipe.
Yeah.
Yes. He was allowed to help
Yep. That
make
too.
them. Yes.
Yep.
Not assembled by himself. What else?
JJ's here. JJ says using 5 cheeses for the lasagna. It chokes the pasta. No.
Was that the alcohol?
Oh yeah.
Leo.
Leo, I'm sorry, you're gonna have to put
Leo, that's a party foul.
Leo's lost his privileges.
It got in my keyboard. I hope it works tomorrow.
Turn it upside down on a towel or a napkin or something.
Thankfully, I have napkins here.
Good.
Okay.
I'm not freaking out. You know what? It's okay. Because I had half the cup left, and now I only have this left.
Okay, it's not.
That's all right.
It's not that much.
It's a blessing in disguise.
Yeah.
Let's see.
We've never seen Hen actually cook, but I assume that between Hen and Karen, one of them can.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna say that one of them is doing the turkey, because I've never actually seen Maddie cook, and Chim can't. He can make popcorn.
Damn. Come
Chim
on,
can make
my
Asha's-
other man.
Asha
I love
says
Chim
Hen
so much, but he
making
can't cook.
making the dressing. Chim can make the turkey.
Chim cannot make the turkey.
I'm gonna go with the. Wait, can Athena cook?
Chim cannot make. Oh, Athena can cook.
Athena can cook, right?
Athena's got the turkey
Athena definitely has.
Okay,
the
we're
turkey. She's not
saved.
gonna let anyone
saved.
touch that.
because she's probably hosting
She
in her
can
new
make the
house.
turkey and didn't. What did she make when she had Buck over? Like
It was
Oh,
it
was
was
thinking about the firehouse.
green not green beans. It wasn't okra. It was collard greens.
collard greens. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll give her the green bean casserole too.
JJ said
It's adjacent.
Eddie's making the drinks. Let him mix potions.
I did that today.
You're so right, actually. He's the bartender.
He really is.
He loves his potions.
Alexa said, okay, but Sue taught Eddie meatloaf. Meatloaf and turkey are not the same. Do you know how hard it is to make turkey taste good?
Wait, someone can ask Linda for her recipes for something.
Oh, you know Linda got good recipes.
Linda has
I
to
know
come actually to help with the food. Because
Yeah.
I actually don't trust that Maddie or Chimney can cook.
No. I feel like, look, I can give Chimney some grace. Maddie, I can't. I'm sorry.
We've never seen Chimney cook a goddamn thing that isn't popcorn.
Well, Maddie was cooking stuff, and
In fact, he's
Chimney
so bad
was
at cooking that
throwing
he
popcorn.
had Bobby make him food that he tried to pass off as his
Okay.
own.
Yeah, I forgot about that part.
Okay.
I think Maddie's helped him,
You're
but like,
right.
Yeah.
Eddie could make a ham. JJ says, if he
Ham
gets
is-
the recipe from Linda.
Yeah. Yeah. Alexa said Eddie can do some basics. I believe in him to do the basics, but again, not the turkey. He can do
Barbacoa?
sides.
I'm sorry?
What?
He did barbacoa for that family dinner.
Oh,
It's
the
not
crock
just
pot- the crock
no,
pot
no, no, no,
one?
no, no, no. It's not just basics, please.
But that was
Please.
Buck's recipe.
Oh, they took it from a recipe book. They
Yeah.
had a book open.
He had
No,
to
no.
have an emotional support FaceTime call to make it.
Either way, I think he knows how to cook post season 5.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's better than Maddie and Chimney, that's for sure.
That is
Yes.
Because they have zero.
Listen, that
cooking
man
skills.
at least he seasons his food.
That's true.
So true.
Okay.
You know what? That would be a good
I
thing.
think he seasons it, but like he was burning it, but I don't think he's burning it anymore.
No. Post season 5, no.
Yeah. Yeah.
Out here telling me a Latino can cook.
All right,
Fuck.
we got the turkey, we got the green bean casserole, we had the sweet potato casserole. Who's doing gravy, mashed potatoes, stuffing?
Chimney can do mashed potatoes.
No, do you know how easy it is actually to fuck up mashed potatoes?
Never mind. I'm just trying to give Chimney
One
something
year,
to do.
and so sorry, all the love in the world to my sister-in-law, if you ever watch this. One year, my
God.
sister-in-law was like, I'm going to make the mashed potatoes. And I was like, cool, great. I could not eat them.
Oh no.
They were so gummy. Like, first of all, you need to soak your potatoes before you cook them. You have to soak them. And then you can't over mash them because then they get disgusting. But I think she didn't soak them, and then I think she mixed them for a long time, like in the KitchenAid.
Oh,
Oh.
Yeah.
that's
Yikes.
mixed, not mashed.
Yeah, I was like, it had me craving instant mashed potatoes. Like that was the situation. So you can, in fact, and it's not that she can't cook because she's cooked other things that are good, but you can, in fact, fuck up mashed potatoes.
That's fair.
Stuffing's kind of hard to fuck up. Like you can do a basic fucking like
Yeah.
the instant stuffing where you just add the like hot water. Chimney
Okay.
can do that.
Chimney can do that. May could do the mashed potatoes.
Yeah.
JJ suggests.
Okay. I'll be right back.
Okay.
Okay.
He wants to leave.
Aw.
He said
Bye,
I'm
Leo.
out.
Bye,
Thank
Leo.
you
We love
for
you.
his cameo appearance.
I'm going to say that the gravy is an effort combined between Athena and Buck, because you want to start the gravy with some of like the turkey broth,
like drippings and
drippings. So yeah, I'll call that a combined effort.
Hey, buddy, I had the same thought. Chimney can do the canned cranberries.
He absolutely can.
Yeah.
Actually, do we think Ravi can cook?
Yes, because he's full of surprises.
That's true. All right, what's Ravi bringing?
Ravi would probably make some good stuffing.
All right, so replace the
Something
stuffing.
else.
Oh, he'll bring some like fancy bougie stuffing.
Yeah.
He'll be like, yeah, I made the bread. I made the bread myself, you know, and then dried it out and cut it up. I can see that. He's got to be type A to be someone who like owns multiple properties as a landlord and is also a firefighter. And can put up with Buck shit. Like he's got to be type A.
There's more going on there that we do not yet know.
Yeah.
And would love to explore that further. So.
Yeah.
Kenny
Someone needs
says
to bring a
Ravi's bringing the
vegetable.
whole dinner.
Maybe. Wick says someone needs to bring a vegetable. We have vegetables. We have potatoes. We have green bean casserole. We even have sweet potato casserole, which is also a vegetable. And TJ every year tries to tell me that it's a dessert, and I'm like, it's a vegetable.
It's sweet.
Does it have sugar? Is it sweet? Yes, but it's a vegetable.
I'm not a sweet potato fan.
I love sweet potatoes. Why do you hate
And I love potatoes
delicious
and I love
things?
sweet things, but I do not care much for sweet potatoes.
Wow. You think you know a person. And then
I'm
they
an
tell
enigma,
you they
what
hate
can I
sweet
say?
potato casserole.
Yeah.
Here's the thing. Nothing at Thanksgiving is good for you. So there's nothing healthy at Thanksgiving.
Yeah, it's the vegetables. That's
Just green
it.
bean
They're just
casserole and
hearty
mashed potatoes.
vegetables.
Like, what else are we doing for vegetables? I guess Brussels sprouts, if someone can actually make good Brussels sprouts, and that's an if. You need to be able to prepare those correctly.
Yeah. I don't know. They could work. So there's so many people that could be bringing stuff over, so they could just have like the most like smorgasbordy buffet of food. Sounds great.
Kenny Rose on TikTok said, Harry can make the post in our coffee drinks. That's a thing. Yes, it is. You
Ooh.
always make the coffee. Well, my family does always makes coffee to go with the desserts. So yeah, absolutely. That's what Harry is allowed to do. it's the coffee.
And everyone's looking like,
Yeah.
but then it's good.
I completely forgot about a tradition in my family, which is corn casserole, which is also not healthy at all and is a little sweet. So you might not like it.
No, I like corn.
Who would make the corn casserole? Who haven't we included yet?
Did we figure out what Hen and Karen were making?
I said her and Karen are bringing something
Is
earlier, but I
Josh
already
going?
forgot. Maybe?
Let's see. Sue? What is Sue making?
Oh. Yeah, she can bring the corn casserole.
Yeah. May, I think, is on gravy duty. Right? With Athena.
I said Buck and Athena, but sure.
Oh.
We can do May and Athena.
Either of that works.
I assume that May could cook a little bit because she's living on her own, but like she's also a college student, so like that cooking could just include microwaving things, or like, you know, what she can cook in a coffee pot. So I don't actually know. Yeah, you know what? Asha said, I think we should just let Buck and Athena handle Thanksgiving. We're trying to stretch the thought process to people who probably can't cook.
Yeah.
Yeah. But here's the thing is, like, at Thanksgiving in my family, it's like normally whoever's hosting will make most of the stuff and they'll ask everyone to bring one thing.
Which I think that's fair.
Yeah.
What we've done in the last number of years is gotten it from the grocery store, and it's so stress-free. Just like one of those, just they prepare everything.
We did that
And like
once,
we heat it up, like we have to like heat up the turkey and everything else. But like it is much more stress-free.
But see, here's the thing. We did that like a few years ago for Thanksgiving, and it just did not taste anywhere near as good.
Well, you got to get it from a good place. A place
we got it from Whole
makes
Foods.
it well. Oh, we did ours. I forget. I think we've done it from Publix once. That was still good.
We can't eat most of the stuff made at
yeah,
most
that's
of the places because we're vegan. So
different.
Yeah.
Yeah. But it's usually just my dad, me, my sister, and brother-in-law. So it's also like not a lot of us, so we don't need like.
Here's the thing: is like I don't normally have to make anything more than like 2 sides, or just a dessert, depending on where I'm going, or just like a breakfast dish. So I don't normally have to make that much because like we're never hosting because we have an apartment and everyone else we know has a house. So
Perfect.
we're
It works
going
out.
there, and like my dad is such a like I'm making everything. Sure, you can bring a dessert because he's not like a dessert making person. And then he's like taken on because like we've been vegan for 14 years, and he's very much taken on making like a vegan version of almost everything too. Most of the time for all of our gatherings, but especially Thanksgiving. My mom will say, just bring the vegan side dishes.
Are we
TJ's
talking
family
about?
is the same. Yeah.
Are we talking about like what we usually do?
Yeah, like what we usually make.
Oh, I have a story about that.
Oh.
No, because like I think it was like a couple years ago. I was at a friend's house and we had a sleepover, and then it was Thanksgiving Day, and her mom had asked me, "Oh, what are you guys having for Thanksgiving dinner?" And I was like, "Okay, the turkey." And then I started to list the turkey and the sweet potato, and then I started to list a bunch of like Spanish dishes. She's like, "That's not Thanksgiving."
It's your Thanksgiving.
It's my
Like it is.
Thanksgiving because like we have like something called arroz tapado, which is like rice that's mixed with like ground beef, eggs, olives, and sometimes raisins and or nuts. And then we have like a potato instead of mashed potatoes. We have like a potato salad, which includes like eggs, celery, mayo, and some other stuff. The only typical thing that I think aligns is the turkey and the sweet potatoes, and that's literally it. That's as traditional
That's
as
fine.
American Thanksgiving goes.
Yeah. You take the best from both.
Yeah. So
That's all you gotta do.
and then I'm over here baking a flan or a choco flan, which is like a flan in a cake, like kind of like mixed. It's not mixed together. It's like it's some weird gravity thing. I wish I understood the science.
I remember when
behind
you
it.
were making it last. Was
Oh,
it last
yeah!
year?
I look forward
Yeah.
to the updates every year that you make this.
Yeah.
Dude, sometimes it just does not come out well because like it gets stuck to the pan, but like
Yeah.
the flan part at least. But yeah, like it's like I put the cake batter in first and then the flan, but then the cake batter rises and then it like flips. So when it's weird, but
so
it's
good.
great. It's great and it's good and it tastes good. I don't know a vegan recipe for you to try.
I know. I'm always like, Syl, tell me some good Peruvian dishes I can veganize, and she's like,
Good luck with that. I don't know any of them.
there is a vegan Peruvian place in Philly that I'm going to go to at some point. And
When I saw the menu, it looked promising. I think it looked promising. So
yeah, I'll
you
check
should
it out.
Try.
So JJ on TikTok said, I'm responsible for the mac and cheese, cranberry sauce, turkey, pumpkin pie, and cobbler. I'm fine.
That's so much. Like,
Bro, that's
is it
so
your
much. I'm so
choice?
sorry.
Or
Yeah,
was
like, is
it, like,
your
put
choice?
upon you?
Yeah, or are you hosting, so, like, you're expected to do all of that? And he also said, oh, shit, hold on. I accidentally closed out of the live. I hate when I do that. 1 second. No.
Oh, there you are.
Nope. I'm not trying to go live, bruh. I'm trying to join a live. Thank you. He also said we do a flan on the Sunday after.
Ooh.
Do you make it? Are you in charge of that, too?
That's a lot.
That's so much.
I am the baker of the house. I
are
make
the baker.
so many cookies and choco flan and cheesecake. I haven't made a cheesecake
They always
in a
look
while.
really good. Just like I wish I could just like reach through the screen
Yeah.
whenever you guys make cookies.
One day. I'll probably do it at your house. One day.
Kenny Rosa says, my mom's made costillas and adobo with asparagus and mashed potatoes. It's usually my parents, sister, and me. So sorry if I killed the pronunciation on that. I do my best.
Word. Sounds good.
Yeah,
I
Kenny
approve.
also said, maybe some dessert if a couple friends come over and bring it.
I'm getting
sounds good.
hungry now.
Yeah. That's why I keep biting into this muffin.
JJ said, yes, you're in charge of the flan. Just the one who inherited the cooking trait.
That's rough, buddy.
I mean, that's a good trait to inherit.
is.
I
Yeah.
did not.
Asha said, master baker. Yep, that's Sil. And me. I'm normally
Not
asked
me.
to bring dessert to places. That's normally what. I mean, it's normally dessert, and if they aren't making the vegan sides, the vegan sides.
I think like our first year of like all of us getting to know each other, Han made us like cookies once.
Yeah.
And they were so good.
So good. I still think about them.
I do. Especially the Russian, the wedding tea cookies.
Yeah.
Yeah, those were my favorite.
Those are I think they're Mexican wedding cookies.
Yes, they are.
Yes.
Yes,
They're
they are.
so good. Those are my
They were
favorite.
really good.
Those are my favorite.
Or known as butterballs or some other name.
Yeah, there's different names for them.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would love to make cookies for y'all again. It's just like the shipping is crazy.
Yeah, don't worry about it.
Yeah, don't worry about it. But if you ever do, I'll pay for
Whenever
it.
you guys visit me, we should make cookies.
Yes.
Or I visit you. Like, we can make cookies together. Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, I used
That'd be
to,
fun.
before, like, shipping prices got insane, I used to, like, every year make cookies for friends and family, like, here. And also, you know, to ship. Because, like, most of my friends don't live anywhere near me, so I would ship it to them.
Alexa, I agree. Buddy retreat, we all cook. I'm here for that. Let's do that.
Oh my god, BuddyCon.
As long as someone helps me.
up! Not you!
Every time Sil says Alexa's name, her Alexa.
Alexa, I regret to inform you that you need to change your name.
I need to change her name.
And it's
what
so
am I
funny.
going to call
true.
her?
I don't know.
But it's so funny because your Alexa is Australian, so it's like,
Yeah.
Arkai.
Kai. She's got a new like tone now for some reason. Like every single time I'm like,
a tone?
turn on
She
the.
got an update.
I guess so. I'm like, turn on the light. She's like, okay, and I'm like, girl, chill. Just told you to turn on the lights. That's all.
Jill said, yes, BuddyCon. Alexa said, Buddy PodCon. Funny story, guys. If you come to the Nashville Rescue Verse Con, at least 2 of us will be there. Rachel's on the
working on it.
fence.
Working on it.
Are you though?
The last
Yeah.
couple, because I've stopped bugging her about it, and the last couple times
too.
I've brought it up, acting like she isn't gonna be there, she's been like, "You there?" So I don't know. Maybe the reverse psychology is working. I don't know.
Yeah. I haven't pulled
Maybe.
the trigger on anything yet, but like the way I've been thinking about it.
Oh, Alexa said they just updated her Alexa. I saw an ad. It's called Alexa Plus. It's really creepy. It's basically Chat GPT Alexa who affirms you.
You know what? It's fine. I
don't
need
like
affirmation
Wait,
on my life.
Sil.
in my
I need
life.
affirmation.
So I know what you can change your Alexa's name to.
To what?
Hildy.
We're getting a Hildy?
You're
I
not gonna get
could.
that mixed up with anybody else's name.
I know.
Change it to Hildy or Jarvis. Or Dummy.
My
Not that one.
My fake Roomba is called Jarvis, actually.
So Dummy.
Maybe Dummy or Hildy. I'll think about it.
Yeah.
I am taking myself off camera, by the way, just so I can eat in peace.
That's fine.
Yeah, that's fine. But still here.
JJ said, BuddyCon is all of us going in the mountains and cooking for each other.
That sounds great.
It does. We just cook and eat food and we watch Buddy edits. And then
Basically
we just have
what
like
we do now.
we have like an adult reading circle Where everyone, like, we're reading a fic and everyone takes a turn for, like, a paragraph.
Oh my god, no, that's scary. Because then it's like you have to read ahead to figure out which paragraph you're gonna have, and then
Oh my god.
that's like high school flashbacks. We could have like a little book club. That would be fun, actually. All the 911 you can watch. There's just so much.
But yeah, no, for real, if you're coming to Rescueverse,
Like, let us know.
let us know. Because we'd love to hang out with you a little bit. We might be getting a vendor's table. If Rachel comes, we'll be getting a vendor's table. So you'll definitely be able to find us in a stationary place on Sunday.
At Rachel. Always at Rachel.
We were like, Rachel, you have to come in order for us to do the vendor's table because Syl and I are not extroverts. We'd have to be drunk, and I think that's inadvisable.
Only Alec can come.
Yeah, only Alec. Alec and Nah, like, we're extroverts.
Mm-hmm.
But, circumstantial.
Yeah. I am just Lakar. Rachel is. Yeah. Listen. I will figure it out. And I will let you guys know.
I know.
Once a decision has been made.
JJ said we all write a dabble to share. That would be cute.
Yeah.
We could do that thing where, like, when we're doing the podcast usually, or sometimes in live stream, where, like, there's an idea and then we just keep building on it. And we're like, okay, now someone write it. But, like, just keep going.
It's like a story in the round.
Yeah,
like, it just keeps building.
Yes. Like improv. Like, yes, and you just keep continuing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Actually, that would be so fun.
Asha said, speaking of O-Stark, puppy interview coming soon to own on DVD.
Allegedly. Man,
Allegedly.
I don't know. Well, allegedly, no, but I don't know. I'm like,
We just hope at this
Okay.
point.
It would be a missed
do.
opportunity, but you know what? It took them years to get a Chris Evans one, so...
And he was, like, begging.
He was actively begging for one, which is crazy.
I know.
That it took them that long to get it.
Oh, I was so happy that day.
It was a good day.
That was a good day. Sports talk. And if you have a name you'd like us to refer to you as, let us know. BuddyCon, first day we reenacted the grocery store fight.
I don't know if I know any of y'all like that.
It's like the Civil War reenactments, but just like
Oh my
buddies.
God.
I feel like it's only going to be us reenacting that.
Oh, God. This is like when we planned that trip to rent the Tony Stark Lake House
Yeah.
Airbnb, but we never did it. We were like, we're going to go rent it and, like, rewatch all of
Never
the Marvel
happened.
movies. Never happened.
Maybe one day.
Yeah, our Marvel friend group, we've been talking about getting together for 5 years. Like, I think I've met everyone individually and hung out with everyone, but, like, the majority of us that have ever been in one place, there's 6 of us, is 4.
Mm-hmm.
So.
And that just happened.
That literally did actually just happen. Like,
this summer.
Rachel, Syl, and I actually weren't all in the same place ever until the end of July this year. Syl and I didn't meet in person knowingly, and actually knowing each other and being friends until May this year.
There's something about like that red string.
Yeah.
Because technically we met
Technically.
in
In
2018. We met
Yeah.
at a Supernatural convention because I was
Yeah.
buying a photo op off of her friend.
Yeah.
Yes.
And
My friend
Hannah
I was there
right
too.
next to her.
You were.
Because Syl was
Crazy.
staying with me.
Is red string
Yeah.
theory.
Oh, so cute.
JJ said there's so much Ren and Oliver content that will never see the light of day.
Yeah.
The cuts on that thirst tweet video, I'm just like, what else happened? What were the tweets that you cut from this? Because they were like the most tame tweets that celebrities have ever read. I'm like, where are all the other ones?
I've seen a few that are like more tame, and I'm like, that's lame.
Most
like
of them weren't
videos,
like
but...
thirst tweets.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Kenny Rosa, sorry. I feel like I need to clarify so people don't think Kenny Choi is here. You're welcome here, Kenny. We love you. Like, we call you BFF all the time.
We love Kenny in this house.
We do.
We do. But Kenny Rosa said my theater kid self will be all over the reenactment session.
And then Asha said, I would be honored to get to recite the infamous Trials and Tribulations. I feel like we'd have to do a couple iterations of these so everybody gets what they want to do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was going to say, that's my line.
Yeah, I was like, that is Sills.
That,
You're going to have to fight her, and I don't think you'll win.
God,
like, if Sil actually will fight you, you don't.
I have a shirt that hand made me.
I do.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. I made them both personalized, like, for their birthday. 911 shirts, and Sil's is that quote. And Rachel's is a bunch of stuck iconography and quotes.
I was like,
on
oh my
brand.
God, it was perfect. Yeah. But they both turned out really, really good.
Yeah. Thank you.
Whoop asked,
You don't want to fight me. I'm a baby. I don't do anything. I have outbursts at times. That's all.
it's not outbursts, you just get passionate.
I do get passionate.
Yeah.
Asha will be BFFs, I promise. Maybe. Probably. Most likely. Kind of.
Carter is back, in case anyone was wondering. So walking
No,
up
it's
to a
not
stranger
Carter.
in the grocery store, like, here, I've printed your sides. Sorry, I turned evil and I had to wait until my heart was full of kindness again.
Oh, it's okay.
But welcome back, love and light.
If you haven't listened to today's episode, beware. We might have dropped your line.
JJ said, and I don't know if we mentioned this, but, like, this is just true, even if it's a purpose of nothing. Supernatural being the thing that connects us all.
Yes.
Like, most of us, actually.
Yeah, like on
Even
a
if you
grander
don't
scale.
go there, I
Yeah.
think you still, like, spiritually connect.
know. Yes.
Listen, if you were awake on the night of November 5th, 2020, you experienced something that we all experienced.
Yep.
Yeah. It was
Against
rare
your will.
you were
Against
there.
You were there
your
willingly.
will.
You weren't.
Yeah. It was rare. We were there. We remember it all too well.
Oh,
Yeah.
man, the
I knew you were
anniversary.
going to quote some Taylor Swift lyrics.
Oh, of course. You know me.
Always.
On
yeah.
brand.
But
Yeah.
Sil and I met because of Supernatural. Because we were about, I think one of us made like, I think you made like a little group on Tumblr.
Surprisingly.
Yeah.
I
know,
never
which is
talked
great.
in it.
I never talked to anybody
Shocking.
on Tumblr, but like somehow, like we connected because we were going to the same con, and then like we just clicked.
Yeah, I was like, oh my God. I don't know, like she fed into my introvertness, so that's how it happened. I'm like, okay, you're so extrovert for the both of us, so it works out.
I think
And
you
I just needed
get
someone to talk
adopted.
first.
Who
What was
gets
that?
adopted?
I think you just get adopted, so. Like, I think Rachel
Me?
probably did the same thing I did, where I was like, I want this person to be my friend, and then I made it happen.
Yeah. Well, there was like a kind of group that we had
We
that
did
like
have
we
a
met
group.
up at the con and kept in contact, or like I kept in contact with some of them, but just like Sil and I were the ones that stayed in contact the most.
Yeah.
And like Sil met you.
So
And then
Sil
I
and I
met
were
you.
mutuals through Supernatural, but we never talked until Steve Tony after
Yeah.
Endgame.
Yeah.
Steve, because I was like, oh my God, one of my mutuals also got into the same time. And we started DMing about that. And that's how I know the rest of you. That's how I know you and Nikki.
Yeah.
It was like adopted.
And then
Yeah, well, Sil brought me in, and then I was
Yeah.
like, I think Nikki. Sil, did you know Nikki beforehand?
no,
I
you
forget.
told me about Nikki.
She knew of Nikki. She had
Yeah.
heard tale.
Because Nikki was from another group that I met with Supernatural conventions. So I was like, let me do the thing that I like to do, which is merge all of my favorite people.
I love doing that too, but then when I realize that things don't fit, I'm just like, oof.
Yeah.
I'm always nervous about it. Mm-hmm. And then it always is fine.
Yeah.
Like, Lauren came to the combat me, Nikki, and Rachel went to in North Carolina.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And I was like, I know exactly what's going to happen. And it's what happened is that Nikki and Lauren got in the same room and they started talking about all the shit they have in common. And Rachel and I just sat there.
Oh, that's nice. I love experiencing that.
We were like, this is so great. Look at that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Kenny Rosa said they started watching 911 because of a supernatural content creator on TikTok. Only watch season 4. I mean, that is
The great season.
That is one of the best.
That's where it started for me.
Yep. That is the season. I actually watched Supernatural in order, unlike
I did not.
911. I did start at 1, but I was only half paying attention until Cash showed up, and then I was like, it was like a dog, and then my ears went, whoop. And then I was locked in from there on. Well, whenever.
I'm one of those people who started at season 4 and watched slowly but surely through seasons 1 through 3. I think 3 was my favorite, though. But I don't remember anything.
I know. It's really funny.
I think it was because of you, actually, that I watched those first couple of seasons, because I think you wanted to do a rewatch. Mm-hmm. And I did watch 1, but I was bored in between, and then 2, I don't remember it. 3, I liked it. I know I liked it, but I don't remember it. And it was a shorter season.
Yeah.
JJ said the only other option is Merlin, and that's for the OGs, like the things that connect us. I think there's always one of 3 things that connect people in fandom. Mm-hmm. Correct me if I'm wrong. If you don't connect to any of these 3 things, let me know. Supernatural, Merlin, or Glee?
Sherlock. 4.
Sure, I guess. I don't
Doctor
know anyone
Who?
who was like super.
I knew a lot of people into Sherlock.
Like, I watched it, I liked it, but I wasn't part of Sherlock fandom.
Well, technically,
Alexa's like Harry Potter, which is true. Okay, 5.
Yeah.
Yeah, but we don't. It's talk about Bruno right now. You know what I mean?
No.
Like,
I was gonna say, like, we could probably throw Super Hulock under the Supernatural umbrella.
Super Hulock, sure. Yeah,
Because, like,
I think
from one stems all the others.
I think Harry Potter is like a touch base for like a lot of people, but also most people aren't touching base with that right now.
I had anime days, so like Naruto was my number 1. And then I met someone from Australia on Tumblr in 2012, of course, because those were the highlight 2012 Tumblr days, right? I was like always messaging this person, and they got me into Supernatural because I sent a gift set to them. I'm like, is this actually a thing? And they're like, yeah, kind of, sort of. And then I started watching it in 2014. Actually, it was 2014, not 2012, sorry. But yeah, that's how I got into Supernatural. There's someone who liked Naruto like I did. And the rest was history.
Yeah, that's how
I was also going through some shit, actually. That's also how I found Supernatural.
I feel like Supernatural finds you when you need it the most.
Supernatural finds you when you're just like almost at rock bottom. And that's how it gets you to watch it. And that's why you put up with the abuse.
I mean, yeah, my friend from college, like, watched it. I was like, okay, like winter break of sophomore year, I think. No, this was freshman year. Winter break, and I like binged the first 5.5 seasons in like 2 weeks, and I was like, and I came back to school and I was like, okay, I'm in it. And then we like watched it together every week. It was great.
JJ said, if it's Sherlock, it's Glee or Supernatural. If it's not Sherlock, it's Glee or Supernatural. The amount of blame being like Sherlock's son I read. Link me the fic. I have never read one of those, and I read so much Blaine fic, but I've never read Sherlock fic, so that might be why. And then
I need to watch Glee.
You need to watch Glee, because I think you would love it. It's so terrible.
I only watched one episode.
And JJ also said Supernatural finds you when it will mess you up the most. Correct.
Yeah, that too.
When it will deal the like most critical hit to your psyche.
Yeah.
I mean, I was
But, like, kind of in a good way.
yeah. No, I mean, for me, I think Supernatural found me when I needed it the most because
Yeah.
I was going through a friendship breakup. And mind you, like, that friendship breakup happened like 10 months prior to me watching it, but I was still thinking about it. I was still hung up on it. And then I watched Supernatural, and then I forgot about it, and then I healed.
And it brought you to other friends.
Yeah.
Yep.
Like,
That's my
everyone
favorite part
here.
of Supernatural are, like, the friends, because, like, that was the first, other than my, like, because Harry Potter was my, like, first fandom, and I have one lifelong friend that I made from that. When I was 14, we're still friends. But other than that, my first, like, lifelong friends that I met, ride or die people were from Supernatural, and it really did come at a time that I, like, needed the connection
Yep.
with other people, so that's my favorite part of, like,
Getting
getting
into Supernatural. Yeah,
Yeah.
same.
It's the friends we made along the way, guys.
It sure
It
is.
It is. It's all about the friends you make along the way, actually.
And all about the connections, just like this episode of 911. See, I brought it back.
You did. You did it.
Good job.
Carter said, Supernatural fandom was so lonely for me because it came in at the wrong time. It's because you're a baby. I'm so sorry. You did. I think you came
Oh.
after, like,
When?
Most.
Really?
Carter's only 22 or 23, right? So, like, if you got into it when I think...
Yeah, what
for
year
some
did
reason,
you
I think
start
you were
it?
I need
you
to
were,
know
like,
what year.
I
'Cause
think you were
that'll
in high
explain
school.
a
Correct
lot.
me. Like what exact age?
Oh, JJ's going to bed. Good night.
Good night.
Thanks for hopping in.
Good night, JJ.
Ooh, Asha has dabbled in fandoms before, but your first true fandom was MCU. But 911 is a different piece. Love MCU fandom.
Oh my God.
It took me so long to actually get into MCU fandom. Like, I've been a Marvel fan since I was a child, because I, grew up watching the animated series and reading comics, and I've watched all of the movies since the MCU started in the theater on opening night, but I literally didn't start being an active part of the fandom until after Endgame, because that movie fucked me up so badly. I was like, I need the fix-it fic. And then that's when, because I had been, like, low-key shipping Steve Toney since Avengers 1, but, like, I also was like, I see where the Stucky people are coming from.
Yeah.
And then I had friends from Supernatural who shipped both, who were, like, sending me fics for both of them, like, fix-it fics for after Endgame, and I resonated with the Steve Toney ones, and then that is the path.
And that's
how
how
I met
we
you
met.
guys. Exactly.
Yeah. My journey with MCU was more like, I only watched the Iron Man movies until I realized it was a whole universe. Because once I got into Iron Man 3, I watched it and I was like, what the fuck are you guys talking about? What wormhole? And then like a couple weeks later I watched Avengers and I was like, oh. And then I was also like, oh, at Steve
There's
Toney.
so much between Iron Man 2 and 3.
No.
God.
Yeah. You're right. Yeah,
There's
yeah.
so much that happens. to
Yeah,
him.
I missed all of the Cap movies. I missed all of the Thor movies.
Yeah.
I think that's basically all of it. And then I was able to catch up. But like, I was like, I'm very interested in this dynamic. Why are they so spicy? So,
Incredible.
I love me RDJ and whatever he and Chris Evans are doing.
Oh, Paisley.
Evans
What?
Downey, I miss you. Come
Whoa!
Paisley said, I binged Supernatural last year when I was graduating high school and freaking out about my future, so y'all are on to something.
Oh,
Yeah.
it does find you
Yeah.
during some
does.
very serious life choices.
Or like life milestones.
It
yeah,
makes sense for what that show is, because what that show is characters who are at rock bottom for 15 seasons. Every time you think you're like, it'll
And
get
keep
better,
fighting.
it gets worse. It gets worse. So it's just
But
like
always
rock
keep
bottom, but they
fighting,
find
y'all.
a new one. Always keep fighting to find your new rock bottom. Because
Yeah.
you think you're there, but you find another one.
It's like you're like, it can't get worse than this, and then it does.
Yeah.
Carter said, no, truly Supernatural finds you when you're on the verge of death.
I
not
was depressed.
exactly.
I was depressed. I had nothing for me except for college. That's all I had.
Whoop was asking about switching gears, if that's okay. Whoop was asking about, did we see the production info about episode 10, I think? Is that like the little...
Oh, the call sheet?
The call sheet, yeah. And then they asked, why do you think they're being secretive for episode 10?
I mean,
I think that's what it always says on the call sheet.
I think they're also just being secretive of this whole season. I think locking down behind the scenes and trying to like cut back on leaks after what happened last season.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I feel like ABC pulled everyone into a meeting, was like, no more behind
They were
the
like,
scenes
apparently
shit.
y'all need trained again, but Disney style, and they got it. Now they're
Corinne and Elijah said in, I think, their first Aftermath show pod episode that, you know, they've been instructed to like keep things on the down low, like I think more than usual. And of course people are always gonna like post the pictures anyways, or it's gonna be like kind of nondescript, like just random on-set stuff. So I don't think that's like them being like more secretive. I think that's them like actually enforcing what they've already had in place.
And that's smart, because that's what you should do, so that when your episode comes out, people don't know everything that happens in it.
Yeah. Which, you know, you run the risk of sometimes when you film on location.
But the problem is like the culture of like the respect of like, hey, if you're here on the day that we're filming and you take photos and videos, you post it after the episode airs. They used to just be like I've been to filming of Supernatural before, and like they're just like, hey guys, take as much video photos as you want, but just like please wait until the episode's out to post it. And it was just like a, you know, just an understood verbal contract of like fandom of fans that like, you know, you don't spoil it for other people, and that doesn't exist anymore. There's a lot of fandom social contracts that don't exist anymore. So I think that, you know, ABC was like, whatever you were doing before, we're not doing that anymore.
Yeah. And I think what we end up seeing a lot from like the crew's personal like Instagrams and stuff that other like the info Twitters and the archive Twitters pick up on, it's like very nondescript. It's just like, you know, very general location, or like a shot in the fire station, but it's like not necessarily of a particular scene of particular actors. I mean, sometimes they like pop in there, but you know, not anything that would like give it away. So I think they're just being like extra cognizant about, you know, especially after last season with not just like the Bobby funeral stuff, but the stuff with like the buddy hug at the U-Haul scene. Yeah. So I think they're just like being aware, which I think is good, because I like to be surprised. But everything about that, about like the little don't post on social media, that's I think
that
that's
social
always
contract there. It does not exist anymore. So it's like it has to fall on the people who are actually in the production now, to like try and hold back what they can, because when they're filming on location they can't control it as much. Like the most they can do is try and do crowd control, but like you can't control people who are living in buildings or walking by the like zone that you can't walk around. So there's only so much they can do to prevent it, but they weren't doing shit to prevent it for Bobby's funeral.
I think they were just kind of like, screw it, we ball, you know.
I think it was just like the cat's already out of the bag. Like, what are we gonna do? But yeah, they did not think to like put as much secrecy and like checks in place to try and make sure that they could keep it as quiet as possible, even when filming on location for that, as they should have. Yeah, and they learned their lesson.
They did. We love when people learn their lessons and like change behaviors accordingly in like productive, good ways. Yeah. As far as like trying to see more about like who was writing and directing the episode, it was really blurry and hard to see. I think the title was that title.
Hold on.
The Fighting Back one? Or was that 909? I forget.
Okay, 908 is war, 909 is fighting back, and 910 TBD, and 907
Right,
we have
okay.
no clue.
Yeah, it wasn't titled yet. That's right.
Right.
It's a TBD.
I love that. Actually, I do love that. I'm like,
far
yes,
back in this
smart.
to get there, dear God.
Yeah. So that's interesting. But it's okay because we're not going to get it for a while. That'll be like at the end of January.
Yep. I think that'll be our actual mid-season finale.
Yeah.
Like, as far as the arc goes.
Yeah, that would make sense to me. So, like, if those, like, 4 episodes when they come back
Yeah.
from, like, January 8th to the end of January,
Yeah.
whatever that is.
I'm so glad our hiatus is short this year. I don't
Me
think I can do it
too.
again. I know we were complaining because schedule reasons, but like at this point,
No, I'm glad.
I'm
Normally
glad.
we're complaining it's because of podcast reasons, not because
Yes.
of, like, viewer
Yep.
reasons.
Yeah. Ooh, Jill's asking...
Director is, sorry, for 910. Sorry, I opened
Yeah.
it up. The director is Bradley Bucher.
Oh, yay.
And the writers, the combo, bro.
Oh, yeah.
Christopher
which one?
Monfett and Taylor Wong.
Dude.
Dude.
910.
Buck pilled and Eddie pilled. That's crazy.
That's
And
going to be
here's
a
the thing.
Buck and Eddie AB.
Here's
Wow.
the thing. That's Funko
What
Pops.
just...
Funko
What
Pops.
just fell?
Funko Pops. It was Kingpin and Dr. Connors.
I was like, oh my god, Bobby?
No, I don't have a Bobby Funko Pop.
No, we're a little too happy.
I can't remember if I said this on. I'm
Getting back
coming
to normal.
down. Like I'm
Me
I'm
too.
pretty normal now. This is just normal.
Not that I.
This is just normal annoying.
Yeah.
I can't remember if I said this on a live stream, but I was like, I've been saying, like, I think, like, 906 is not really going to feel like a mid-season finale. Like, but I always thought that, like, the mid-season finale was going to be another, like, Buddie emotional cliffhanger. And I was like, I don't think we're going to get in 906, but 910, because I think we're going to come back in January for 4 episodes and end on 910 before
And then,
we
like,
break for the Olympics.
Olympics.
And, I don't know, that writer combo, the super serious person with the super silly, goofy, superstitious person, but, like, the super, like Eddie and Buck pilled people that have written pivotal stories for both of them.
Also-
and co-writing
yeah,
an
like-
episode together.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Phil.
It's very eye emojis. Anyway, I mean, I know like this the leak that we got was Chimney and Harry scenes, or the Chimney and Harry packet.
Yeah.
So I think it was just like their scenes for the day. So
Yeah.
it's I'm sure, or at least I have to be sure that we're gonna get like Buck and Eddie, because like why are you bringing Christopher Monfett like that if it's not for
Christopher
Eddie?
Monfett, it's
Yeah.
Eddie, because his episodes always focus on Bobby and or Eddie.
Yeah.
Those were the characters that he specialized in. Like the character focused stories of, like, because obviously he can write everyone, but it's, you know, who the like big plots of his
Yeah.
episodes were, and it was always Bobby and or Eddie, and Bobby's dead, so it's Eddie.
And Taylor Wong has given us incredible episodes like Holy Mother of God, like Buck focused episodes. Masks.
Has also done Eddie focused episodes too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You don't know me. She said, you don't know me.
So I think it's also interesting that we have Monfett and Wong paired up in also an episode, or in an episode in a season where in like pretty much every episode so far.
Yeah.
I'll have to check my math. But it seems like there's some sort of like at least one line drop about like, oh, what could go wrong? Oh, we're cursed. Oh, like da-da-da-da. Like there's a lot of focus on that this season. So I think that's going to be really interesting that the two of them are paired up, because those are also some of their like special interests for writing.
Yes. And especially because Christopher Monfett just brought that back to the surface in this episode. So
In a very big way. Yeah. And Jill said she
I
also
just think
did
it's gonna
Jinx
be-
and Curse.
yes,
Yeah.
she
which are Eddie-sodes as well.
Yes, they are Eddie-sodes. So yeah, I don't know. I'm super excited because that writing combo is crazy to me, like in a good way.
Yep.
Yeah. Anyway, what the fuck? Someone said something and I was gonna respond, but that was like 5 minutes ago, and now I've lost it.
Jill was asking, do we think Chim's captain ceremony is next week?
That was it. Thank you so much.
I thought so.
So here's the thing, like, I think it was filmed for this episode. Will it actually be in this episode? I don't know. Because, like, narratively, I don't know. Can we get there in one episode? Especially when it looks like Hen's going through the horrors and
but we know that's a red herring, so something else will also be happening.
Yeah, but it's gonna be Hen going through the horrors, Robbie, Buck, and Eddie are doing some weird bro thing, and then also somehow Chimney in like B or C plot is gonna get from like I don't want to be the permanent captain to now we're
like,
ceremony.
Yeah, like I truly wonder what they did with those scenes, because like we didn't see the scene where Athena's in the firehouse with May and Harry, and they have like those very specific outfits. Like Athena was in a red jumpsuit. We didn't get to see that yet. No. So
I'm wondering if they move it over to 907 and that be like, you know, in the opening after this little winter hiatus.
I love
that
how
would make sense to me.
Yeah, I love how 907 is the biggest mystery right now, because I don't even know the title.
This is what fell.
Oh,
he's so cute.
It's Dr. Connors. It's from my No Way Home collection up on top. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, like, they can do it. Like, they've proven that they can, like, get there really quickly in episodes if they want to for certain things. But, like, I just got the feeling that they were going to drag this out a little more for him. And since we didn't get it addressed at all in this episode, I don't know. I think I'm probably 50-50 right now.
Yeah.
Like, they could, but, like, I don't know if they will.
I think we're pretty much of the opinion that, like, Captain Chimney on a more permanent basis is going to happen at some point. Mm-hmm. So it's just like, whenever is fine. You know? Because I think they can, like, because they also have so much filmed at this point, I think they have a little bit of leeway with, like, where they can shuffle some things in terms of, like, between episodes.
Yeah.
Because they are ahead at the moment. I don't want to jinx it, but...
Yeah, don't say that. But, like, I mean, we'll probably find out something. Aside from, like, the Hen plot, we'll probably find out tomorrow, like, what the actual official synopsis is.
Yeah, those come out on Fridays, right?
Yeah, they come out on Fridays.
Oh, the synopsis is always, go girl,
nothing!
Give us nothing. So, who knows?
But if they mention someone in the synopsis, at least we'll a crumb.
Know that they're going to be one of the main plots.
It'll be like, eyebrow raise.
Yeah. Asha said, do we think Tim will keep his promise he made to Ryan about giving Eddie a bigger role moving forward? Seeing Chris Moffat is a good sign. I mean, like,
he's already doing it.
I think we're seeing
He is. I don't know that Tim promised him that. We know that Ryan said that he called him and asked for more responsibility this season. So, I'm sure there was more to that conversation than that, but it seems that every time an actor is talking about Tim and elaborating, they're like, it's such a collaborative, set, and that's one of the things they love about it. So I really think, like, when actors come to him and are like, I want to do this, I want more stuff, he honors that, and I think we're already seeing that. You're right, like, seeing Chris Moffat back on board after being gone for 6 seasons, I think is a huge sign, because, like, even when he's not writing, I think he's still listed as like
it's a consulting
producer. Yeah, so he's probably helping with whatever the overarching Eddie storyline is. He's probably,
if he's not, like, in the writing room. Yeah. I was also very interested to learn if, like, because we knew about Moffat coming back to 911 and writing this episode specifically so early on, I was very curious to see if he would be penning another episode in this season. So now that we have that little snippet from the like the what is it?
The call sheet for
The call sheet. Thank you.
910.
Yeah.
Yeah. And having him writing that as well, I'm very intrigued.
Yeah, now we don't know that it's not just a one-off and that he's going to be continuing to advise and write at least
Yeah.
one more episode. I'm almost certain.
Yeah. I think so. I'm excited about it. If you also want to hear us talk more about Christopher Monfet's work, listen to our 5-hour Eddie Begins episode.
That's like our pièce de résistance. Like, that's one of our masterpieces.
I'm so proud of that one.
I put that on my LinkedIn.
Nice. I was like, so much pressure that I was putting on myself was for making the graphic to that one, and I had the idea in my head for weeks. I'm very proud of that.
It's a very good graphic.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Just that whole episode is so good.
Yeah.
We were really cooking.
Truly.
Ooh, Asha said if Monfet can deliver us a 2D scene, I will give him
Eddie and Maddie.
organs. Yeah,
Any of my organs.
Eddie and Maddie.
I need to see.
I didn't finish reading that part before I brought it up, but I think that would be really cool.
I was gonna say
Yearn.
I need the alleged book club and see if Eddie's included. Because she's allegedly going to book club according to JLH. So don't know if that's anything. Or
Here's the most natural way to do it with the way the dynamics are right now. Is Eddie is so much closer to Hen. He's over there for like a wine night or something, and then Maddie also shows up.
yeah,
That's-
especially
I love that.
especially
the
with
easiest way
how
to do
we
it.
saw her like comforting Karen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because that's
Yeah.
their extended nuclear family now. It's like, it's Hen and Karen, you know, and it's also Chimney and Maddie, but it's also Hen, Karen, Chimney, and Maddie because, like, they shared a child
Yeah,
for a while.
Yeah.
So, like that's their, like, extended nuclear family. Like, the 118 is a whole extended family, but I feel like, you know, Hen, Ren, and Maddie end up doing a lot of things together that, like, a nuclear family would come together to do. Like, just, you know, your immediate family.
Yeah. And they've been doing so many different, like, combos of characters already. I think this is the season, guys. I think it's the season. I want to say
When
it's
we're gonna
inevitable
get it,
because
I don't
they're
know.
like,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's gonna happen. We're manifesting this. I'm putting that on our wish list for this next episode.
Actually, yes, please. Please.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hold on. I'm putting it on my notes, but I'll transfer it over. Because I don't have all of my tabs open tonight.
Oh, the bingo sheet. We haven't.
Okay, I have updated
Oh.
it, but I didn't update it with this week's episode, so give me a moment and then I'll pull it up
Let's
and show you
do
where
that
we're at.
together.
I forgot about the bingo.
I haven't looked at it since what,
I
the
will
first
update
2 weeks?
it and then download it again. 1 second. I did update it last week because I was like, all right, let me see where
nice.
we're at. I don't know if we got anything, but we'll look.
It was funny because like somebody tweeted a drinking game.
Yeah.
One of the things was like Eddie looking hot or Eddie crying or Eddie something, and I was like, I'm gonna be drunk anyway, regardless. I can't do this game. I'm gonna drink either way. It was really funny. I was like, I'm gonna be sent to the hospital or something. We are taking only sips, which did not happen actually.
All right, it's rough out here, bud.
What's happening?
Wait,
Hold
are
on.
you going to share screen or?
I will. Hold on. I'm just updating it before I do. Well, we have our first X on the Dream version, but I don't think we got any more on the regular one. So,
Oh?
1 One moment. Okay. Share screen.
I'm excited.
Bingo. Okay. So this is regular bingo. This is where we're at.
Okay.
Harry considers joining LAFD.
Yeah.
Robbie tired of Buck's crazy. It was like literally the first thing we saw.
Yep.
Hen Eddie besties literally the first thing we saw.
They went to IMAX together.
Yep. Buck big brothering Harry, one of the first things we saw. Mm-hmm. And Hen's storyline, not about kids. One of the first things we saw. So we're like,
two, maybe.
Yeah, we're not gonna get the Eddie haunted by Shannon, so that we fucked ourselves there.
That's okay. It was a good guess.
It was a good guess, and it wasn't even like narrative. It was just because Tim is such a simp for
Devin Kelly.
Devin Kelly,
Which,
that
like,
we were
is
just like-
fair. She's amazing.
yeah.
Wait, Chimney juggles responsibilities. Can we technically do that?
So
No.
okay, no, because I was thinking juggles responsibility between parenthood and
That's
what I'm
Destiny.
That's fine. That's
too.
fine.
Yeah, we haven't seen that yet. And then our first dream bingo is more Peppa and Abuela, and well, it's the only time we're ever gonna get more of that. So
Wait, scroll up a little bit for the top row, please. Okay.
our dream version.
Yeah.
I still think we can get most of these, to be honest.
Yeah. It's gonna be real interesting later on.
So that's where we're at. This is the only one that's disqualified
Yeah.
that I know we're not getting. I'm still pretty confident. I mean, do we technically have Athena and Bobby and oh no, Baby Nash.
Baby Nash.
No, okay.
Yeah, I know. It looks like Bobby to me too.
I know, same. I still think most of these are gonna happen.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. We're already doing better than last year's bingo, so
We tried to be like super realistic about it, I think.
Yes.
And then we were like, YOLO for this one.
Oh, of course. We can lull and then we can be serious. You know.
We contain multitudes.
We acknowledge when we are
Yeah.
being silly goofy.
Yeah. What?
What?
No.
You're doing that thing where you want to say something. Just do
I
it.
do want to say something. It's about the Shannon thing.
Just say it.
No. Well, okay. Look, I recently watched, I mean, this is in response to, I don't know, Asha, Carter, I don't really know. I mean, it's not like at you. So whatever my tone sounds like, don't take it personally.
Still's just passionate.
I'm just very passionate. I recently watched all of the Kim Shannon stuff from season 7.
Right, you did just rewatch that.
Yeah. And I think season 7 was a pretty good look. Okay. I will say Tim, he didn't have enough time to really fully flesh out that Vertigo storyline. I will admit to that. But I do think that it was a pretty good, it was a pretty decent period to the Shannon stuff because Eddie got to say all the things that he needed to say to the Kim Shannon whole situation.
Kimnin.
Yeah, basically. So that's why I'm like, and I will say this, especially for this episode, I was like, I don't need to see her. And I said this to Jill, I think in our private DMs, I was like,
You were also saying this to us.
I was saying to all of
Yeah.
you guys, I was like, it did not need to be focused on Shannon. Bobby just died.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
so his grief had to have been more than Shannon.
Yeah.
And it could not. And so so when people were like, "Oh, it's gonna be Shannon that he's seeing Shannon's ghost. He's gonna see the third doppelganger of Shannon." I was like, guys,
That would be crazy.
guys, he's not that fucking psychotic. like give him some credit. Jesus,
that unhinged. No.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
I mean, there were other things, not Carter or Asha. There were some things that just, like, really rubbed me the wrong way on fucking 911 Twitter that I was just like, guys, like, why are we talking about Eddie like this? It rubbed me the wrong way. So that's why I was very, very, very adamant that I'm like, it cannot just be about Shannon, or it like, the storyline was not going to be focused on her, because I think there were other things that he had to personally go through and work around, and it was just not her, because like I said, I watched it in preparation in case this was going to happen. I was like,
You were prepared.
Let me exposure therapy. but after I did, I texted these two. I was like, I'm still adamant that he said everything he needed to say. It's a hard watch for me. I'm not gonna lie. That scene is a very hard watch for me, because there's some things that take me out. I'm pretty sure we all know what takes me the fuck out of that scene. But
It's the baby.
yeah. But like, I really but if you watch it without being taken out of that scene, I think you do realize that I think it was a pretty good period.
Yeah.
Decent period. Not good, but decent period on the Shannon stuff.
Yeah. So to that point, I think it was the right move to have this episode focus on Bobby. And I think especially with the kind of just like little extra period accent mark with putting Shannon's, or having specifically Chris put Shannon's picture on the ofrenda. I think to me that was the closure I needed to be like, okay, they're not gonna, I don't think they're really gonna like bring her back to haunt Eddie's Eddie's narrative any longer. Like, cause that was always in the back of my head. Cause I know like Tim likes to bring back Devin Kelly as well. And like maybe for flashbacks someday is fine. But like in a present day story going forward, I think that's like kaputski.
Yeah, I think we're done.
Yeah. And I think that was like the right just like little book close to that. So I'm like, okay, we're not going to be seeing Shannon. Unless there's some sort of flashback, maybe like,
yeah, like I don't mind flashbacks.
Yeah.
But
I think for me, the only thing that I wanted to see, because like I was like, the thing, maybe we'll get a little bit of this when he finally comes out. But for me, the thing that like there was never really closure for was like the fact that like he has this guilt complex around their entire relationship, which like some of it's warranted, some of it's not, but like all of it has been putting her on a pedestal even before she died, but like especially after she died. So like that's what I wanted addressed, and like he did in the like, you know, confronting Kim as Shannon, but like I don't know, it just felt like he didn't like let it go. Was like he was just like, why? Like he was just like still asking like why. But I see what you're saying. Like I can see how like we can just be like, okay, there's closure there, but I do feel like part of that still is like if he just realizes, oh, I couldn't be what she needed.
But it's so interesting because
like, of many reasons, but this was one of them, and like maybe that will be the last piece of the puzzle for me to like.
But it's so interesting because I remember I linked those two interviews to you guys very very recently. The stuff that like Ryan said that literally like 2 days ago was like, here, look, Ryan said this about idealizing Shannon as of like the season 7 finale, and I was like, oh, so he gets it, and what this was. So I think that was their intention. Tim just didn't have the time to fully do that in a way that I guess is the telling, not showing, you know, that we keep talking about, because like, you know, like it's really show don't tell and all that kind of stuff, but like he just didn't have the time, I think.
I definitely think like the Vertigo arc could have been like really really poignant if they had more time. I think they were really I think they were really constrained by that 10 episode season and being on the new network, so also like having it be a little tenuous relationship there as well.
Yeah. And
So,
my other thing as to why I thought this episode was not going to have a full focus on her was because like he hadn't even mentioned her in
a long
season
time,
8.
yeah.
In
That's
season 8 at
true.
all. He only mentioned her briefly when he was like telling Father Brian what had happened. Without any context.
Terribly.
After
Terribly.
that, there was nothing. Not
True.
even before that, there was
My
nothing.
drama king.
So
Yeah. To your point about like the lack of closure on the guilt and stuff, I think there's a way that it can work for what both of you guys are saying, where it's like closure with the Shannon stuff. I think his feelings of guilt are so wide reaching that it's
all over the place.
It's not just Shannon. So like maybe that has closed on Shannon, but it also like leads into his guilt for like everything else that's tied to it.
Yeah.
So like, and we're still seeing him deal with that a little bit. We're still seeing him deal with that a little bit. Like last season, it was the guilt about, thinking that he messed up his kid's life. And now in season 9, we're getting more closure on that with the guilt of not being there, which is like one of his curses, right? His curses of life is to not be there. But I think...
Or he's there, but it wasn't enough.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So I think especially this episode is actually doing a lot to help that kind of closure as well, or like get him to a place where like he doesn't feel so burdened by the guilt that he's felt on his shoulders for like ever, for like so many different things. And that's where we will get self-actualization, and then we'll be able to be like, he drank the juice. So yeah. I think that's the trajectory for him.
Yeah. Agreed.
I love Eddie so much, man.
Same.
If you didn't know, now you know. We love Eddie.
Know
Wow.
that we're Eddie pilled.
We're
Yeah.
we're bucking Eddie pilled, but
Yeah.
there are days when the Eddie jumps out.
This
Like
would be one
today.
of those days.
Yeah.
We love them both so dearly, but I just feel like Eddie has that like special place in our heart.
I think he is like one of the most fascinating characters in all of media.
He's up there with Cass for me, and like I always say that Cass is my favorite character of all time, because I think he's just like so complex and nuanced. Yeah.
Yeah. I was seeing something in the chat about like cranberry, and I was like, are we talking about
juice.
Thanksgiving again? But it was juice.
The juice.
I was very confused. I was like, did something happen when there was like
He's
a
gonna
glitch?
drink like orange juice, because like Buck is sunshine, so orange juice.
Cute. Yeah. He may be indiscriminate when it comes to juice. Who knows?
We don't know.
Oh. Yeah. It's gonna be really interesting seeing what they do. Especially if like the next big, quote unquote big Eddie-sode, or like
It's gonna be 10.
is going to be 10, which will be really interesting. If that is like where they go on another like little hiatus for February with the Olympics. Irv asked, "Wait, are there no interviews after the episode?" I haven't
Don't know.
I mean, I haven't been on to like
I
scroll,
haven't been on
so
either.
I will look to see if anybody has anything. I'd be kind of surprised, but then I also wonder because sometimes they hold some interviews if like the next episode is like a pivotal like mid-season finale. So I wonder if they're doing that, but like I really hope we get a couple interviews. I will scour the interwebs, and if I find stuff, I'll let y'all know.
Okay.
Maybe we'll get something tomorrow. I feel like some of these post interviews are coming out on Fridays as well.
Yeah.
Aisha had a couple last week.
She had 5. They're just like more just kept popping up, and I was like, what? I haven't even read all of them yet, but I was like, oh my god, Aisha's doing press. I love to see it. But yeah, I have a feeling if we get some, it'll be tomorrow. I hope we'll get some, because I know sometimes some of the journalists don't necessarily like say they have something like coming out. Most of the ones on Twitter do, but sometimes like the Entertainment Weekly ones, some of like the TV Line ones, they just like pop up. So I'll double check because we're recording tomorrow, so I want to see if there's anything to pull. I'll probably bring in Sophia's interview with Ryan from a couple weeks ago.
I do also. Oh, go ahead. Finish your thing.
I mean, it was not related. It was just a random thought.
Oh, okay.
So, I mean, you can go first.
Mine's a complete derailment from anything we were talking about.
Oh, okay. I was just going to put a plug in here for something that's not related to us. I was
Okay.
It was like, hey, if anyone wants some fun drama on Netflix, go watch Olimpo. That's all. I don't. Yeah.
It's good.
It's good. I got Rachel to watch it. If you want something with is it instant gratification?
Oh my god.
Yeah, I think that's right.
Yeah, I mean after our season finale, mid-season finale, go watch Olimpo if you want.
Yeah, that would be a good one.
Yeah. Go do that.
It's only
That's all.
8 episodes. I've only seen 3, but like, I'm like, there's a little bit of a mystery in there, and I'm like, ooh, intrigued.
It's a Spanish teen drama.
So I wanted to talk about, I don't know how many of you actually watch Nashville as well as OG 911. But tonight we got a little bit of backstory from Roxy.
Yeah.
Who's the Latino lesbian.
Yes.
Girl. And her backstory is that she comes from a religious background where she didn't feel like she could be herself. And, found herself in a bad situation because she thought that she had to, like, leave home and her parents wouldn't accept her. And they ended up, still loving and accepting her. And I was like, this is so interesting to insert this religious storyline in here
same
right
night.
after we got that storyline with Eddie. So interesting.
That was really interesting. It was actually, like, throughout our talk here, I've been like, wait, did that happen with Eddie's storyline or Roxy's storyline? Because I was like, hold on a second, I have to parse the two.
Yeah, I just thought that was a very interesting through line with the religious Latino characters.
Yeah, and obviously it was not supposed to originally air on the same night because the 911 episode was supposed to be last week.
It just worked out that way.
It just worked out that way.
I'm okay with whatever happened. It's
Yeah.
fine.
Yeah. I think it worked out the way it was supposed to, especially with last week's episode being so amazing. But yeah, I loved learning a little more, like seeing more of the girls. Like they did have B plot, and I was like, yes. And
finally,
we don't have as much lore on Taylor yet, but
No.
We'll get more.
we got a little drop about Roxy and like, oh, she's amazing.
Yeah.
I love
So
Roxy.
cool.
That is the character I knew I was going to get attached to very quick.
She's Eddie coded, yeah.
I didn't know she was gonna have gay religious trauma. Like I knew I was gonna love her, but I was like, well, damn.
Yeah.
The only thing I knew about her was that she was from New York and she had some kind of like thing not haunting. I don't think that's the word they used in press, but some kind of backstory that I was like, oh, Eddie needs to meet her.
I just knew that she was a doctor from New York and that she's a lesbian. And that is the reason that I was like, I will just watch this show. All you have to do is give me a gay person.
They did.
That's all you have to give me to be invested in a show.
Yeah, it
give
was so
me,
funny.
Like an
You were like,
actual good gay
nah.
person. Well, I was
You were
like,
like, nah.
we were like, we're gonna watch at least the first couple episodes and like see how it goes. And then when they were like, yeah, Roxy's gonna be a lesbian, I was like, bet I'll be seated for every episode.
Clocked in. Whoop asked if Nashville's opening emergency 4 episodes was it long or normal? I think it was just 3 for that one because it was the tornadoes for the first 3,
Yeah.
and then last week was the first like non-opening emergency.
Last
and
week
I think,
and this week was a good episode. Were good
yeah,
episodes.
I think
they
we
were
liked
the
these
best
last
so
2
far, for
episodes
sure.
the most, which like does make sense for
Because it's like getting the character work finally, because like it was an opening emergency, so it's like hard to do a lot of character work when you're doing like the big dramatic emergencies.
Yeah.
And you're like supposed to be invested right off the bat, which is kind of hard because you don't know any of the characters yet.
so
They were
like
still fun, but
yeah, I always say, especially when you're starting a new show, especially if it's like the first season of a new show and you're watching it as they're doing it, like it takes a little bit for them to find their footing first of all. So you got to give it like, I usually say like 3 to 4 episodes, which also works because like 3 episodes was the opening emergency, and then you got more like info and more attuned to the characters outside of just that big emergency. So I think we're enjoying it a lot.
So Paisley said, also the subtle dig at the American healthcare system being shit because you can't even get basic care without insurance. Like, yes, speak on that. I actually love all of the subtle wokeism in Nashville. It's kind of hilarious because when we didn't know anything about this show and like the only cast members we saw were like white, I was like, is this like the conservative version of 911? Like they took the diverse
We should have known better.
cast.
No, I
I was
never.
like, is this just going to be for like the people that 911 isn't appealing to? And they were like, here's a lesbian. And I was like, cool. And they were like, also a black person. And I was like, oh, yay. Not all white people. Latino and a black person. Great. And 2 women in a firehouse. Didn't know we could do that. And
No, I was always of the opinion that like they're going to put like the bigger names out first for that draw, and then they're going to kind of like Trojan horse it a little bit. You know, it's like, and we're gonna give you some people of color, and we're gonna give you some people from LGBTQ. Yeah. Like
yeah, they've definitely
just
touched
kind of their
on some
MO.
topics that's like, you know, underprivileged, underrepresented, you know, people so far. And it's only 5 episodes in. They also don't have any cops, so that's fun. Love Athena so much, but the least interesting thing about her to me is that she's a cop.
But they have the hospital connection with
which is cool.
Sam.
Yeah, Sam.
Yes.
So like that,
I love
that
being able
does
to see on the other side of that. Like that's something I loved about Station 19 being connected to Grey's, was being able to follow through with patients like that.
like that immediately kind of sets Nashville apart. Besides all of the other things that set it apart, you know, but it's kind of like a different perspective on, or a different, that on the 911 universe sort of thing, which I do appreciate.
Yeah. Paisley said, I definitely judge the book by its cover with Nashville, but I'm so glad to be wrong. Same.
Yeah. Me too.
Same. And Carter, I'm always going to back you up. Indigenous character.
Yes.
I agree.
Always
going to back you up. Like, I'm sorry, as much as I love that print in Eddie's house, we need more.
do more.
We need more. Actual representation, like, even if it's not a main character, even if it's just someone in an emergency, like, something.
Ooh. Kenny Rosa said, I still think they could have done 911 med with Hen and David as the hospital connection.
What I was hoping that they would do with Hen, like back before I knew how it ended, as someone who came from Grey's Anatomy in Station 19, one of the characters on Station 19 started as a doctor and then became a firefighter. So I was kind of hoping that she was going to get the doctor training and then like like fully become a doctor and then come back and like be able to like use all of those skills to save, you know, even more dire cases while in the field, which is what they did with the character in Station 19, but they didn't do that.
They're kind of doing that with Roxy.
They are doing that with Roxy.
Like, we don't know. We know that she was a surgeon. We don't know how. Do you think they're going to do some Nashville Begins episodes? Because I would love to know how Roxy went from surgeon to paramedic.
Because of the way,
awesome.
the way they teased her backstory, and I think it was a Deadline interview or a Deadline article. They made it sound like we're going to get into that. So
I would love that.
I need it.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I started laughing because I was thinking about Rachel continuously asking to see Harry like actually go through all of the Fire Academy and then actually start, because like that would actually be the Begins, because we've never actually like gone through the whole process. But I was like they are giving us that with Blue.
I know,
just that
doesn't really
nepotism.
It's not the same. No, I had that same thought too, and I was like, they are kind of doing that with Blue, but like,
but it's not.
It's different, and I want to see it like for real, because we've had like in Hen Begins and Chimney Begins, you know, all of those like little montagey.
Show us how grueling
sequences.
it actually is. You know what I mean? Like, show how hard it is. Show like how you can almost fail out of it, because you know you've got this 18-year-old going in with the full confidence. You know, I that's a perfect opportunity to do that.
Yeah. So like similar, but like legit, because Blue is a special case.
Yeah.
Because I do love seeing how, you know, people get to where they are, like with the Begins, and Blue is like the audience surrogate in that way, like the person coming into this established like dynamic, but he's not going through the usual channels. That's, and it's not his fault. It is John's fault. And it is actually the Chief's fault for letting it happen.
Yeah. Asha asked if Lone Star had Begin episodes, and Jill said no, sadly, Lone Star did not have Begins episodes. I wonder if that's part of the problem.
Maybe it's just an OG thing.
Good night,
but
Aaron.
then again,
good night, Aaron.
You know. Good night, Aaron. Damn, what time is it?
It's an hour past when you normally want to go, so.
Wow. You know what Eddie pilled episodes do to me?
Wait, Paisley, how old is Blue supposed to be?
No.
He's not supposed to be 19.
I thought we did this math like last week.
I thought he was supposed to be like 20 something, like early 20s, like 20.
I'm not gonna lie to you, I thought he was like 19 too.
I know I made fun of it because I was like, is this the CW?
No, we actually have to get someone.
Wait,
no,
because somebody did the math about it, because like they were talking about like
Carter
how
said Blue was 19 or 20.
When did they say that? Because like I haven't actually rewatched.
It is one of the first episodes. I think it's the first or second episode.
Because they were talking about how Ryan went to some camp while something happened. I don't remember really, but like somebody did the math for it.
Yeah.
Oh. Dang. Well, he's lived a lot of life in his short years on this earth.
This poor kid.
I know.
Oh. His mom was pregnant 20 years ago, and the child support stopped last year. So.
Wow.
Yeah, 19.
Damn.
Maybe just turned 20. Y'all.
Him and Harry should meet.
Oh my god. I actually need like all of Nashville and all of OG to meet, because I think that would be really interesting to have like Eddie and Roxy, like
Taylor, maybe Taylor and Hen, or
Taylor and Hen, or Buck. Taylor and Buck would be really cute.
Oh my god, that
Blue
would be
and
really
Harry.
Cute.
Like if we could like try to figure out how to pair each single character, because right now I don't have the brain cells for it, but
maybe Ryan and Chimney. I feel like that would something would click with that, because like Ryan has
like reluctant captaincy.
Is it me?
It's
no.
Rachel.
Is it 138?
It's 126.
It's 126. Oh, Rachel. It is time to call your ISP.
Oh, God.
Like I keep telling her, call the... Oh, she's back.
I'm back. This hasn't happened the last couple times because we got off earlier. But anyways, I could hear you guys still.
Said you...
I don't know why it does that.
Your allotted time.
Yeah. Did you... I was like, maybe Chimney and Ryan.
Yeah,
chat.
I finished that because I was like the reluctant captaincy or like reluctant being in charge thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Who would Hen chat with?
That's why I was like, either one of the girls or...
Like,
I mean, she would also have...
I wanted
a
to
nice
say
time with
Roxy, but I'm not saying it
Yeah.
because they're lesbians.
No, because of the doctor stuff.
Yeah.
On like multiple levels.
Yeah. I love the Buck Taylor combo though.
Yeah. That would be really cute.
That pleases me.
I feel like they would be friends.
Buck Taylor, Eddie.
Wait, so Ravi and who?
There's not enough people to include Ravi.
No.
Ravi's just there.
So
Who's Dawn gonna
Corfor...
talk to?
No one. Keep him away.
Well, I guess Corfor doesn't include Chimney anymore because Chimney would stay behind.
So Dawn and Chimney can chat.
Yeah.
But I feel like Chimney would relate with Ryan better.
Yeah.
Maybe, yeah.
Like, the obvious option is to put Buck and Blue together.
Yeah.
But that's just so...
But I want to see Buck and Taylor.
I like the Buck and Taylor.
But like
Eddie...
Nashville Taylor, not...
Yeah, no.
Eddie and Roxy, Eddie and Roxy are locked
Roxy,
in.
that has to happen.
Locked
Eddie
in.
and
That's
Roxy.
over there.
Yeah.
So that leaves Hen and Ryan, I guess.
Yeah.
And then,
Like you would
and
think
then
it
Ravi
would be,
or Chimney, whichever one is there with Cat.
you would think it would be Ryan and Buck.
Or no, wait, Blue, not Cat, Blue. I forgot to give Blue to someone.
I think the low hanging
That was
fruit
Harry.
was Ryan and Buck.
Yeah.
I didn't include Harry in this. We're talking about the core four.
Oh, I'm sorry.
You're gonna make me get paper.
Harry's not going in there. He's in the Fire Academy.
That's
not a-
where
he's not
Blue
a Nepo
should be.
Yeah, sure, but he,
You made me
Actually
get a
getting
notepad.
paper.
Jill said Robbie and Taylor would also be fun. That's too much pretty.
Oh, that would be too much.
That's too
Jill,
much pretty.
Jill said Eddie Roxy, Buck Taylor, Chim Ryan, Hen Sam. That would be interesting too. Asha says the rules are different in Nashville. Yeah.
911 nepotism. Yeah. What a spinoff.
Dude,
fun.
what is his name again?
Which ones?
Chris
good night,
Donald's character.
Dawn.
Don, thank you.
I was like, which him? Yeah, so I really do hope like they end up doing a crossover at some point. Hopefully in like season 2 of Nashville. I think that would be really fun for like more than one person to interact with the Nashville people. I think that would be maybe they'll take Oliver and Ryan's suggestion of like the firefighter like Olympics games or whatever. Like that could be
so.
that could be a great something to do, especially because next year is the Olympics. So like in season 10 of OG, season 2 of Nashville, like they could, you know, do a little something.
Rashad Raisani said something about like maybe end of season 1 or sometime into season 2. So
Yeah.
they can do that. But I don't think it's anytime. I don't think it's anytime soon. They have to. They have to like, you know, which I think they're doing now. But they have to like
Establish.
establish. Yeah.
Yeah. Which makes sense. Jill also said the way his wife and his ex, so that's Blythe and Dixie, are way more interesting than Dawn is. We're so here.
Like, listen,
for
no
Blythe and
hate
Dixie
to
as well.
Dawn. No hate to Dawn, but like,
He's fine. We love Chris
why
O'Donnell
are they
though.
fighting over him? Why were they ever fighting over him? Why are they still fighting? Just kiss each other. Just kiss each other.
I love their
It really
like.
seems like you want to.
I love their little war that they've got going
Yeah.
on. It is so compelling,
Yeah.
and just like Jessica Capshaw and Leanne Rimes are doing such a
So
fantastic
good.
job. They're so enjoyable to watch.
Asha said, well, at least Dawn has taste.
Yeah,
Sure.
and it's consistent.
Yeah. Yes. He has a type.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're doing great. I would actually like to see Maddie interact with maybe Blythe and or Dixie. I think that would be funny.
It would be spicy.
Yeah. I don't know. I just feel like that would be a funny, like, you know, girls' day.
I think the only way we see that is just like another like LA to Nashville 911 call. So she's probably just interacting with Cammy again.
These combos are
Yeah.
so weird.
Yeah.
The ones you're writing.
Yeah.
What do you have? Show
My
us your
my first set was Chim and Dawn, Eddie Roxy, Buck Taylor, Hen. No, I lie. Chim, Dawn, Eddie Roxy, Buck and Ryan, Hen, Taylor, Ravi, and Blue, which obviously does not make sense. And then I had Chim, Ryan, Eddie Roxy, Buck, Blue, Ravi, Taylor, and Hen, Dawn. Because like I couldn't make it make sense. Like it just.
Actually, Ravi and Blue doesn't not make sense. I just rewatched the episode where like Chim goes back to the academy to like get Ravi,
yeah.
and he's like, you know, kind of hiding out there, like instructing. So you could kind of see the evolution of that,
Yeah.
of like
Yeah,
leadership stuff.
I could see it.
Yeah,
Let me
because he
do
was
another
not
set.
great at it then.
I'm gonna do another set. Hold on. Talk amongst yourselves.
Oh my god. Yeah,
Listen, the Eddie Roxy is unmovable.
it is.
Yeah, that's
It has to
locked
stay.
in. Oh, Carter says, can I submit Ravi and Dawn? Ravi talks about Frolf, and it explodes Dawn's head like a watermelon in the sun. Actually,
You know what?
that works for me. Because then that frees up Ryan and Chimney. Yeah. I do like that, actually. They can talk about Frolf.
Why do I feel like Ravi and Blythe would get along?
I kind of do.
I have
I
no
see it.
reasoning. It's just vibes.
It's just because I feel like Ravi can surprise us in so many different
Yeah.
ways. Like, but like, it's delightful.
Yeah.
We do need more Ravi backstory. I think I'd love to get that at some point.
Give me a Ravi Begins.
It may not be this season, and I think that's
know.
okay.
That's okay, because he's not. It's not going to come until he's a regular. I don't think so. You know,
Yeah.
maybe next season.
Yeah.
I understand they could add 3 regulars this season. I get it.
I understand.
Next season.
Next season. Yeah.
Yeah.
Jill says, I feel like Athena and Blythe could be fun too.
I just want to see Athena and Dixie just for like the
Yes.
one-liners, actually.
Yeah. Like the sass-o-meter
Yeah.
is gonna go like, is gonna break.
Okay, I have 2 different sets. I have
Okay.
sorry. I have Eddie Roxy, Buck Taylor, Chim Dawn, Hen Ryan, Ravi Blue. I think the Chim Don because Captain C, Hen and Ryan. I think because if you are not here for the best buddy section and you did not hear me talk about Lieutenant Eddie, Lieutenant Hen. Anyway,
That would be so interesting.
and then my other set was Eddie Ryan. No, yes, Eddie Ryan because of the lieutenant part. Chim Don, Ravi Blue, Buck Taylor, and Hen Roxy because doctor stuff. Mm-hmm. So,
Yeah.
I don't know.
At
Tim Minear, call me.
Also, would be really funny to just put Buck and Roxy together, and all he does the entire time they're together is
about
talk
Eddie.
about, oh, Eddie
does
does that
this.
too. Eddie has that in common with you too. Well,
Actually, hold on. Buck Roxy. Eddie Taylor.
I just think it would be so funny.
Yeah.
Like, it would kind of be like a callback to the crossover with Lone Star of like the weirdness of how he's so like weird about, you know, Firestar. Like, what is it? Firestar? What is it? What is her name?
Firefox.
Firefox. And Eddie's like, he is harmless. Mostly. Like,
Yeah. I just
Okay.
think like
Last set. Sorry.
okay.
Buck Roxy, Eddie Taylor, Chim Don, Hen Ryan, and Robbie Blue. That's my last set. I'm
I
not
like
doing
that
anymore.
too. And this is why I need like more than just a one person crossover because I feel like all of them
yeah.
like the extended 118 and the extended 113 would mesh really interestingly
It
together.
would be good character work for both
Yeah.
shows, actually, yeah.
And it's like because they can parallel and mirror, but they're not like exact parallel and mirrors because they can. I think you could find like similarities between,
Yeah.
like for one character between a bunch of the other ones, you know. Mm-hmm. And that's why they need to do something where everybody gets together. And it would be
Yeah.
like this cool crossover event, you know, like the CW
Yeah.
used to do for like the DC crossover stuff.
Yeah.
Or like way back in the Disney Channel when it was like Hannah Montana's Sweet Life and whatever else it was, the third one, Wizards of Waverly Place. I don't know.
Oh yeah, I was thinking about the cartoons where it was like American Dragon, Lilo and Stitch, and Kim Possible
Yeah.
in Hawaii. I was like, what? Okay.
Yeah. I think they have a perfect opportunity to do like a big like 2-episode crossover event where it's like from the OG POV and then it's from the Nashville POV, you know, but it's like around the same like setting and main plot. Come on.
Alexa said, like 5 minutes ago, okay, but I feel like Blythe would love to mother Buck a little. That's just another dog. That's just a fourth golden retriever.
Like I said, I would take
Yeah.
one off of their hands and they can
Yeah.
have Buck.
Oh,
At
That would be
Nashville,
so cute.
call me.
Wow.
that would be so cute. Oh, Asha said that's so sweet, Life of Hannah Montana. Yeah, it was That's a Raven. Thank you.
And Jill said, I also feel like they need to continue the joke from Lone Star of Buck flirting with his counterpart, but now he's canonically bi, so like, you know?
Age appropriate.
Well, not Blue, because he is a teenager, maybe.
Oh, that's
Or that could be funny if he flirts with him and then he finds out how old he is and it's like horrified.
The pendulum swung a little too far the other way in the age
Yeah.
department.
That's so funny.
Jill said, "Oh, that's exactly what happened with New Girl in Brooklyn Nine-Nine, the crossover." Yeah. Oh, I forgot about those. So good. I love Brooklyn Nine-Nine and New Girl.
The low hanging fruit is Maddie and Cammy, and they already talk to each other.
Yeah.
I just said Buck is not known to date in his age range. There's
Yeah,
no
but it's
old
usually the
men or
other
women
direction.
there for him to
What's he
try
gonna do?
and
Date Dawn?
He's already juggling 2 women. Like,
Dixie. It's
There's
Dixie.
Ryan.
It's
Oh, Dixie.
Dixie.
but that's not gay.
Oh.
That's not like a bi
No.
extension.
No, but she would be down.
Yeah. No, you're 19 and his voice squeaks. It would be hilarious, actually.
Yeah.
No, that's too Bobby-shaped for him.
He's too Bobby-shaped.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's too.
Yeah.
It hits too close to home. Mm.
It's like Wish Bobby.
Different.
Alexa's still going.
I know. Yeah. No, once she starts, she goes for a while. It's... Oh man.
Oh boy. Oh, this is so funny. Yeah, we just need like all of these people to interact. It's so fun.
Yeah.
Can't stop, won't stop.
Don't want you to.
I have an obvious answer, but I can't say it because they named a character something that is just like inconvenient to have a conversation around.
Yeah, I think I said that, right?
Did you?
Yeah. You missed
I have
it.
no idea.
What? Ryan!
Oh.
Yeah, I said that.
Age
then you were
appropriate.
like,
Right.
and then we were talking about like Buck and
Oops.
Dawn, and it was just like no. But like,
Yeah. That was the obvious answer.
Wait, but like character Ryan and who? Buck? Buck.
Yes, for
Yeah.
him to flirt with an age-appropriate man.
Oh,
Yes,
okay.
in the
okay,
crossover.
okay,
I was
okay,
like,
okay.
it would be
Yeah.
Ryan. But I just hate that they named him Ryan because I'll just be seeing
Bro.
people say shit about Ryan on the timeline, and then like 30 seconds after reading a tweet, I'm like, oh, Nashville Ryan.
I have
You have
so
to-
many questions.
to last
Why
name
did
him
you
Ryan
do that? Why did you guys do
I
that?
don't know, but it's made it so confusing for me.
that's why I'm like, it's Ryan Hart.
Yeah, okay, Ryan
I
Hart.
don't remember his fucking last name. I remember
It's the
the
same
other
as
one's last
Dawn's.
name. Dude, I don't remember their last names.
Just
It's
think
Hart.
of this. It's
All
Hart
of
because
the heart puns you haven't
because-
it
Stop.
hasn't gotten through your skull
because
yet.
Dawn got like struck in with lightning through the heart.
I know.
Hearts are winners. They've said it like 18 times in 5 episodes.
I hate it here.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. And Taylor always makes me think of Taylor Kelly. No, they named her
Me
Taylor
too.
because of Taylor Swift.
Taylor Swift.
That's why they named because it's Taylor.
think
I
her
can
last
see
name is
that
Thompson.
actually.
Yeah.
Taylor Thompson, I
Thompson.
think. Yeah.
Taylor Swift as a firefighter. Hey, you know what?
Yeah.
I need
She
Taylor
can
Swift
do
on
whatever
the
she
show.
puts her mind to.
Just for funsies. Taylor Thompson is a fan of Taylor Swift. She gets to meet her idol.
She does.
Yeah.
That would be so cute.
We're like 1 degree of separation away from having Taylor be adjacently related to 911.
Yeah.
Because her fiance has been on a Ryan Murphy show now. So, like, it's an incestuous universe. It's only a matter of time.
You know who else I need on one of these shows for some fucking reason? As a joke, but also I'm serious. Gwyneth Paltrow.
Oh, so she can never remember that she ever was a
Exactly.
guest star on it?
Exactly.
I'm surprised they haven't.
They
Well, I'm
haven't
not
tried.
surprised they haven't gotten her. Yeah, but like, I mean, they have Athena. They have Angela Bassett. So you know what? Never mind. They could totally have Gwyneth Paltrow, and then she'll never
Yeah.
remember it.
Gwyneth
Exactly.
Paltrow was on
Glee.
multiple episodes of Glee.
Glee. She was in.
But she just
Politician.
probably also doesn't remember.
She was in The Politician, which was also Ryan Murphy.
I actually forgot she was in The Politician. I love that show.
I only watched the first season.
I love that show.
I saw a clip of Gwyneth Paltrow on I saw a clip of Glee with Gwyneth Paltrow. I was like, is that Gwyneth Paltrow? What is
No,
she doing
here's
there?
my vision, Alexa. No, they can't afford a Taylor needle drop, but neither can the Amazon shows that have had Taylor needle drops. It's all about the nepotism. So if her fiance is on 911, then they can afford a Taylor
They
needle
can go
drop. Do
through
you
the
see
channels.
the vision?
Yeah, because like Jenny Han with The Summer I Turned Pretty.
Yeah.
was like, please, can we use some of your stuff? And Taylor was like,
yeah,
okay.
Here's a bunch of my shit. I'll pre-release some of the Taylor's versions for you to use.
Yeah.
Just saying.
Alexa said she needs to watch The Politician for David Cornsweet. Yes. Also, I like Hollywood better. Different Ryan Murphy show, just one season. That was the one that I liked. I liked it until it did the thing that all Ryan Murphy shows do. Well, because it's so me coded with like the 1940s. It's a good show
until what? I don't know anything.
The shark, just like every single Ryan Murphy thing does, and I'm like, I was so locked in, like more than any other Ryan Murphy besides this one. But I feel like 911 is so divorced from that, for good reason. And it was like, so Hollywood was like, yes, I was there, I was locked in, and then it was like, again, the last like 2 or 3 episodes, and I was like, this did not go the way I expected it to go. And it went in a very confusing direction, and I still don't really know how it ended. The
first season of The Politician is good. The second one's fine.
I didn't watch the second one.
Second one's fine.
So, I mean, I don't know anything about any of this, but like the tea on this Kim Kardashian.
Oh, the All's Fair
that was hilarious to me.
The headline, I was like, okay,
woof,
ouch. But yeah, I don't know. So I guess if he has his little hands in it, is it bad? Like what's going on?
No.
What's the tea here?
I mean, I think Ryan Murphy is a really good idea person.
Yes.
Like he has a lot of ideas, and a lot of them are really cool and different.
Yeah.
I think it's better for other people to actually write those ideas.
Okay.
Agreed.
And have them come to fruition. Because I think whenever I've watched a Ryan Murphy production that has Ryan Murphy very present, like through the whole, like writing, production, everything standpoint, it goes in ways that confuse me.
Okay.
But when he takes like a little more of a step back,
okay, yeah,
then I'm like, okay, this makes sense to me.
So he's like, okay, comes up with the bigger picture kind of guy, but he needs writers to execute that. Okay, got it. All right, got it.
Yeah.
Got it. Okay.
Yeah.
Now I know.
Alexa said he is a man who needs to be tempered by others. That's a great way to put it.
And he has really great ideas, and they're so interesting.
He needs someone to help, like, funnel/wrangle the ideas, maybe.
Yeah. Otherwise, it's just like you're throwing too much at the wall. Yeah. And
but
then
like
it's just
obviously
like,
he's a prolific creator, so like he's great at what he does. It's just that like every Ryan Murphy show I've ever watched, something happens in season 2 or season 3, except for 911. Something happens in season 2 or season 3 where I'm like, what are we doing? What are we doing? And like I kept watching Glee because I love Kurt and Blaine. And I love just like, you know, the whole concept of like, we're just some nerdy kids who just cover all of these songs. And like, it was like, you know, a nerdy little musical. So of course I, you know, still like that aspect. But I had to stop watching American Horror Story and Coven. I watched the other 2. I got through all of, what was the second one? A lot of people tell me they stopped there or they don't like that one, and I actually did like that one.
Was that the circus was after that.
No,
was after
circus.
3. It was it was Murder House. Oh, it was Asylum.
Asylum, thank you.
Yeah, I was so confused that whole season with Asylum. I just didn't really understand anything.
Then there was aliens, and I was like, actually, that all makes sense to me.
But then were there even aliens? I still wasn't sure if that was legit or not. I did like Coven, and I think I watched Circus, and
I didn't watch anything after
maybe a little bit after that. I jumped ship sometime during like the hotel one, the one that Lady Gaga was in. I was just like, I can't do this anymore. Yeah. I'm so confused.
I'm sorry, you just made me remember. You remember that Oliver said that he had a favorite costume. So was it the Raggedy Ann, or Raggedy Andy, or was it
no one else was wearing
the
a
alien?
costume.
Yeah. Well, that's what I thought when like we watched it. I think in the live stream I was like, so that's the favorite costume, right? But
And then I was like, no, it's got to be in the Halloween episode.
But he was
Could be
like
either.
Ravi was the only one from the 118 that wore a costume.
Wore a costume.
That's kind of depressing.
Ravi has so much whimsy. I love that for
I
him.
love him.
He's got a life, man.
I know.
I know. He was ready to party.
He was ready to
Like,
party. He was like, I'm gonna help Buck like get out some of his weirdness. And then he was like, oh, we're staying in and doing a Ouija board. That's
Got it.
fine.
And
he's such a
I'm
good
dressed
friend.
as Raggedy Andy. Yeah. Oh, he's so
I
game
would've
for
left.
anything.
Best believe you invite me over to your place and you pull out a Ouija board. I'm gone before you say anything else to me.
I wouldn't normally, but the Ouija board, I'm like,
The Ouija board, no.
I would have left. I'm so sorry. I love you,
No,
man, but
I
I'm
don't fuck with those.
yeah, no.
I'd be like, can we put that away?
Can we turn on the light? I would go as far as maybe doing it if the lights are on. But even then, I'm still like, ugh, no, thank you. I would prefer not to
Yeah.
play around with that. Actually, I would rather observe. They can do the whole.
I would be okay with observing, but then I also don't want to be caught in the crosshairs. So,
That too. I'll be like, Ghosty, I didn't summon you. Please rest. Bye. Don't hurt me.
Carter, you're the only person I've ever talked to that does not have an inherent mistrust of Ouija boards, so I guess you explain yourself. Mine is religious trauma residual of like being told about like how I would be possessed by demons if I ever touched a Ouija board, and then also my like I don't necessarily believe in like ghosts and demons and aliens and all that shit, but like I'm not gonna fuck with it. You know what I mean? Like I'm not gonna take the chance. So like the thing that's like directly connecting with those things, allegedly, I'm good.
Yeah.
I'm all set. It's
Mine
just the one
isn't-
thing that's stuck in my brain of my upbringing.
Mine isn't even religious trauma. Mine is just like, I don't fuck with that. I just don't want to. I'm scared.
it's like, for me, there have been so many movies with that as like a trope. And I don't really mess with scary movies. That's not really my jam.
Same.
I like suspense is fine, but I don't really like jump scary things. And also just like for me, it's like a general, like, I have respect. So I know that's not for me. I have respect for
I have a general respect for like haunted,
Yeah.
spooky things because like where I live, there's a lot of haunted things because there's a lot of Civil War shit around me, and I'm like a Civil War nerd, so I've been to a lot of Civil War places, and a lot of very haunted places, and I just don't fucks with it. You know what I mean? Like I'll go to those places during the day. People who have visited me have been like, I want to go on a ghost tour, and I'm like, I'm good.
Oh, I'll do
I'm
that.
good.
I love ghost tours, but like
I went with TJ and our friend
wanna summon
Mel,
one.
and they love like the ghost alien stuff. And they wanted to go to Eastern State Penitentiary, so we went there, but I was like, I'm only going during the day. And they were like, we'll come back another time and go at night. I was like, okay, we'll get a hotel and I'll stay in the hotel while you guys go at night, because I'm not doing that.
no, I've seen that episode of Ghost Hunters.
I respect the ghosts, man, but I'm not fucking with the same way I'm not fucking with the ocean. I don't belong there. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's just
I
like,
respect you.
That's
That's
just
why I
not-
won't go in there.
that's just not where I belong. I do not belong
No.
in the ocean. I do not belong on a Ouija board. That is okay.
Yeah, I respect. If ghosts exist, I respect you. I don't want to fuck with you. I don't want to be fucked with. So just gonna remove myself from situations that would wherever the veil could be thin because it's haunted. I don't want to be there.
I clearly live in a place. My TV turns on when it wants to.
No, Sill's place is actually fucking haunted.
Still has a little ghost sometimes.
Yeah.
They
We're
haven't,
friends, I
Like, popped
think.
out
I think-
often
No.
lately, but
I think we have a mutual understanding. I don't fuck with you. You don't fuck with me. It's
Amazing.
It's a good It's a good arrangement, I think. But sometimes turns on my TV and it gets annoying because I have to go and turn it off in the middle of the night.
That's
I think
scary.
it's the sound bar that I bought, but
Alexa says it's probably
Anyway.
someone else's smart TV remote connecting.
yeah.
LOL. That happens to
think-
me.
Yeah.
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 Asha said, I have big respect for most wild animals, alligators, bears, lions, bobcats, etc. Yeah, exactly.
Yep.
I'm not going to go in a swamp. I'm not, like, I like hiking, but I'm not going to go in a, like deep into the woods where there's wild animals. No. I'm just not.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, we're notorious. Being a Floridian, we have swamp tours
Nope.
with airboats and
I
alligators.
have gone on those before, and like
I
that's
have too.
interesting. But I'm also like, I will not go near the edge of that airboat.
No, I will be in the middle.
100%. 100%. I do like watching ghost hunting shows, though.
No.
I do.
No.
I like that.
No.
I like
it-
watching ghost hunters. But like the ghost hunters, not like ghost adventures or anything like that. I like the people who are legit and they try to debunk stuff and use like actual science to like, okay, eliminate all of the possibilities so then whatever's left is just unexplained. And I'm like, yes, that's how, like, logic.
But if it's unexplained, there's still no explanation.
But that doesn't, but they've ruled out so much of like what it isn't, of like, you know, normal things, then it's like there's no explanation, so that still leaves the room for the unknown. And I like that.
That's not really debunking it, though, is it?
That's all you. I'm just watching this. I'm just observing.
I don't know. I still think that there's things that science can't yet explain.
Oh, sure. Humans are stupid. I'm certain. There's many things we can't explain. We don't even understand our own brains completely. So,
I know.
yeah, absolutely.
Rachel being real buck-coated right
Oh,
now.
when we have conversations like this, it is literally like she is buck-coated and I'm Eddie-coated. Because she's just like, I believe in all the things. And I'm just like, I'm just going to keep telling you none of that's real.
And I'm going to keep being like,
Yeah.
I'm going to continue to believe it anyway. It's the most butt-coated I get.
One
I
of the
think.
most buck-coated. It's that,
Yeah,
the
there's like
Buckopedia.
a couple other.
Yeah.
It's very situational for me,
Yeah.
but but yeah, I love that stuff. But
Carter said, wait, so Han, what's your reasoning for astrology? Asked with love and light.
love and light.
They're not related to like spooky, scary things. It's not superstitious things. Like that is like kind of science. And it's stars. I like space. I don't want to go there. But I like space. I like learning about space. I won't remember or retain any of it that isn't actually astrology. I've sat through so many space documentaries to DJ. I don't retain any of it. It's just because it's not like a special interest for me. So like my
Syl and I
ADHD
would-
brain does not latch
Dude.
on to it. Oh, space is his thing.
I love
Like it's
space.
his thing.
I loved space when I was younger. You would hear about it if you listened
Yeah.
to our last episode.
No, actually,
Our
there's
latest
something.
episode.
There's something in the episode that came out today that Syl, you and I were kind of like cooking with like this space metaphor
The
for like
stars.
Athena and stars, based on like her monologue, which was all about like stars they blaze and
Yeah.
and like
You should watch the video and you can watch Rachel's eyes get really big. She's really excited about the metaphor.
yeah. It's like I put down my little fidget thing at one point because I was like, wait, no, I have to like.
Have to lock in.
You had to lock in. You had to help me because I was like,
did.
I was like 9-year-old me is trying to surface and she doesn't remember everything. So she was like, also,
No, I knew
general-
exactly what you were going for.
It was
Yeah.
beautiful. The general answer actually to this, Carter, is autism, but more specifically, I love any sort of personality sorting thing because it helps me understand people better. And I've always loved like psychoanalyzing people even before I knew what psychoanalyzing was. Like I've always loved anything that can help me understand how people think and work better. You know, for neurodivergent reasons, but like I also just I like being able to like understand myself and other people through a bunch of different ways. So that's why I like astrology and like MBTI and Enneagram, yeah. Hogwarts houses, like anything where I can like sort you into a thing and use that to like
as a jumping off point
to like lovingly read you for filth. Yeah. It also helps me with like characterization, character analysis, all of that.
Yeah. Okay. Oops, sorry about that, anyone on TikTok. Yeah. So it's 2:00. I think this is last call.
Yep. Last call for, well, I think the alcohol's gone.
That's true.
Ask us last 2 questions.
And go. Whoever types the fastest. So I would never win.
No, me neither.
Han would.
The blindness would do it for me. Sorry. The jokes come out. I don't have a question. Good night. Thank you, Carter.
Thanks, you Carter. Still win because you were the first one.
Bro,
God.
This week.
Okay, listen.
You asked this at the end?
I have 2 unfortunate answers, and I didn't say anything during the episode because, well, no, wait, I did say it
you
about
said
one
something.
of them. The other one, so the one was like when he was coming out of church, and I was like, you walked into the church looking like that?
Like you shouldn't be going to church looking like that.
No. Okay. The second one was when he's sitting at the table with Abuela, right? Or Peppa after Abuela dies. I was like, don't say how hot he looks. Don't say how hot he looks. Abuela is dead. Abuela is dead.
That leather jacket was really good, man.
The leather jacket was good, but I feel like I'm like a little, you know what I mean?
We've
like
seen it.
I've seen it so much.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go and say not the last scene, but like, you know, when Chimney finally does his little speech at the firehouse in 818 where he looks like the guy from The Mummy. You know what I'm talking about?
Yes.
That look with all the strands, all the slut strands. Oh wait,
that wasn't from this week.
This week? Well, that's not.
It's always in your mind.
Okay, it's in my mind. It's in my brain. It lives rent free.
Yeah.
But okay, fine. The church look. Like I don't know. What are you doing?
No.
Why?
That would have sent me into a spiral if I saw that at church. Eddie looks the hottest when he's miserable.
Correct.
Yeah.
They always. Everyone does.
Church chic. Edmundo Diaz, take me to church.
No, I was just thinking that about that.
Eddie trying to pull a priest.
Father Brian.
They could use the other Hosier song.
They won't use it correctly.
Yeah.
I can't trust them anymore.
No, not with that.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think I can be blamed for the like him sitting while he's holding Peppa's hand while Abuela's like in the room next to them dead. Like, why are his arms so big right now? You know, what's all that for? It's deeply upsetting.
Every comment that I have, I can't say in this live stream, so we need to go.
Yeah.
Mine was when he was playing along with the guy who thought he was dead. And like the hair.
No,
was
oh my
doing
god,
the swooping
yes!
hair.
Where you have the POV with him looking at you. I'm like,
yes.
That was it.
I was
like,
very
I
entranced.
can't wait for the gift sets
Oh,
Yeah.
of just him in that scene. Yeah, the answer actually is all of them.
All of it.
'cause
All
they
of
were
them.
all peak, like 11 out of 10. He looks so good. It's upsetting.
You're so right, Asha.
Yeah. You are.
You know? Yeah. Tim wants him to pick up Oliver this season. And ND, you know what? Yeah. Did anyone listen to our episode today? Because I said something wildly out of pocket. That's kind of in the vein of that, but like worse.
When? In the wish list or?
Specific.
Yeah, and the wish list.
Okay.
Because I was like, because I keep saying in the wish list every week, NDE, right?
Uh-huh.
And I was like, oh, remember we saw the white shirt, and everyone was like, oh no, but I was really excited. And we were talking about that for a minute, and I was like, look, I just don't think it's fair that Buck has tasted Eddie's blood, but Eddie hasn't
you did say
tasted
this.
Buck's. And it took you both out. Anyway, that's on the internet forever now.
Irv!
In multiple places now, because it's in the live stream and it's in the episode on all of the streaming platforms. So
I think it's time for us to go.
It's way too late.
This has been Buddies After Dark.
This really was.
Which I keep saying we need to, like, make an
Chat
extra
has evolved.
tier.
No, the chat was madness from the beginning, Nasha. That's the thing.
We love it so much, though.
We do.
Like, you guys are so funny.
You're so fun. Thank you so much for hanging out with us.
Thank you, guys.
We'll
Yes,
talk
thank
to you
you.
guys next week. Most of you will talk to you
Yeah, if you're
whenever on Discord.
not on the Discord, get on the Discord. We just want to talk to you all the
just wanna talk
time,
to
and you
you.
guys are so fun. Otherwise, we're on the socials.
Yep. You can always comment on our Patreon stuff too. Like if you're a part of the actually, even if you join as a free member, you can comment on all the free posts, which is like a lot of them. And
Like a
we'll
regular episode.
reply to you there too. So yeah, just talk to us. I don't know if you've noticed, but we like talking.
What?
They
Yeah.
like to talk. I like to talk when I'm drunk.
And when we're actually, you've been talking a lot in our recent episodes.
Yeah, but then we go back to the rewatches and it's episodes that I don't care about, and then
It's okay.
I try,
Hey.
guys. I'm sorry.
No,
Yeah.
it's fine.
Hey, we got past 401 and 402. Those were a little rough.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
We'll have more fun. I
But
think.
404 and 405
Oof.
and the crossover, like that's
Oof.
what we're doing soon.
Yep.
And I think 403 had some good juice too. So
Yes.
that's the next rewatch one we're doing.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Good night, everyone.
Good night, everyone.
Good night,
Have a good
everyone. We gotta go.
Bye.
Bye. Toodaloo.
Jesus.